All right. We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be facing the Texas Rangers for the third game of a four-game series at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal BW here. I'm trying to stay on mic while reaching for my cup of coffee because I need it. All right. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Hey, it's Saturday Night Baseball. Finally, a night game on a Saturday. I like it. Welcome in Charm City chat. Let yourself be heard out there, Birdland. Chat seems to be a little bit quiet as we file in. There's 26 people here already. Now let's say hello and maybe tap that like button while you're here and get that on out of the way. Let me introduce myself to those that might be new to my channel. Hi, again, I'm the Bird Watcher. People call me BW, and I've started this channel up in time for the 2024 season. I've been doing play-by-play and commentary for every Orioles game thus far. We're, 82 games into this season now? Is that right? 82 games in with a record of 52-30. And tonight we're going to take on the Rangers for Game 3. We've already clinched a split of the series. A win tonight will clinch a series win. And then, hey, if we can do that, there's always tomorrow for the series sweep. So, yeah, if you're new to the channel, please give it a chance. Check it out. This channel was created not only for me and my own personal enjoyment of archiving this 2024 Orioles season, but I also want to create a community for all the Orioles fans all out there all over the world. Believe me, they're out there. I live way out on the other side of the planet myself. I'm as far away from Baltimore as you can get without leaving planet Earth, but I'm still a rabid fan of Orioles baseball. So, yeah, we've got this channel here. You can follow along. If you don't have a way to watch it on TV or hear it on the radio, this is the place to be. So if you do enjoy and think about subscribing to the channel, we're on the road to about 1,500 here, just a few months into the season, halfway through, with the All-Star break coming up in a couple of weeks. So very exciting stuff. Yes, tonight's pitching matchup. Hello there, everybody, as we're filing in. We have for the Rangers, Michael Lorenzen, a right-hander with a 4-3 record, a respectable ERA of 3.04. Lorenzen, he sort of bounced around a bit. He was one of those deadline pitchers during last year's trade deadline that people were looking at as, Lorenzen's a decent arm to add to one's staff. But, yeah, he's all right. He's okay. But he hasn't faced a lineup like this. Oh, what a lineup we got tonight. And Cade Povich is going to be on the mound for the Orioles. I think this is start number 4, maybe 5. I think it's 4 or 5. Help me out there, Charm City chat, if you know. He has an 0-2 record, an ERA of 4.15. He has shown a lot of promise, but he's also shown that he's a young pitcher that's going to have to go through some learning curves. Speaking of curve, he's got a great curveball, and when he's on, he can locate it very well. 0-2 record, 4.15 ERA. Okay, and let's take a look at the lineups. I'll go ahead and tell you the Rangers here. Let me go over to Twitter for that, because, again, I could never trust what position they might be playing at. Why is this all blown up? Why is this, like, super large? I don't know. Maybe I needed to... Oh, that's right. I needed to blow it up so I could read it last time because it was so small. Excuse me. All right. The Texas Rangers lineup tonight looks like this. Marcus Semien will lead off and play second base. Corey Seager will play short and bat second. What's his name? Josh Smith, third baseman, hitting third. Adolis Garcia will be in right field in the cleanup spot. Wyatt Langford in left field, batting fifth. Robbie Grossman is the DH, hitting sixth. Nathaniel Lowe at first base, batting seventh. Jonah Heim will be the catcher, hitting eighth. And Derek Hill in center field, batting ninth. All right. Get that out of the way. For the Orioles, let me take a look and see if I can figure this out without... Okay, so Kjerstad is playing. Okay, wait a minute. If Santander and Kjerstad and Cowser and Mullins and O'Hearn, so no Mountcastle. Okay, I got it. No Mountcastle in the lineup tonight. We're going lefty heavy against the righty Lorenzen. Gunnar Henderson will lead off and play short. Adley Rutschman will catch and bat second. Good to have Adley back in the lineup after that day off. With that hand of his, it should be okay now. Ryan O'Hearn should then be at first base tonight, batting third. Anthony Santander. Either he or Kjerstad are going to DH. I guess I do need to make sure about this, because that could go either way. One of the two is playing right field, and one of the two is DHing between Kjerstad and Santander. Just want to be sure. Let's take a look. Okay, so Santander will indeed be in right field, while Kjerstad will DH and be the number 5 hitter. Jordan Westburg's at second base tonight, hitting 6th. Colton Cowser in left field, hitting 7th. Ced Mullins is in center field, batting 8th. And finally, Ramon Urias is at third base, batting 9th. There you go, folks. Let me go ahead and get this game up on the TV here. My television. That's right. My tube television. Wait a minute. Where's... Okay, here we go. Let's see if there's any issues here tonight. I'm not used to a Saturday night game. I like it. I like this start time. As you can see, the sun is already up behind me. Had a chance to actually walk around a little bit this morning and feel the cool air of the early morning sun. All right. Who are these guys? Wow, that is a nice fancy beard you got there. Fox Sports is on the mic tonight, apparently. Who is this well-coiffed gentleman? And why is it frozen on me already? Huh, all right. Let me, give me a moment here to think about whether or not I want to trust this as my place to go tonight. What is this? Oh, this is being... Folks, stand by, please. Oh, I guess I could maybe be a robot and do two things at once. Folks, some rules in the Charm City chat, the best chat there going in live sports streaming. No spoilers, please. Hopefully my game is going to be not too poorly timed tonight. But if you do get the jump on any action in the ball game, please do not think first thing I need to do is type HR into chat as soon as there's a home run and beat everybody to it. If you do something like that, it's going to put you in a timeout, and we don't want that to happen. No politics talk. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, you know. And also betting talk. A brief mention here or there is fine, but if it's done with any kind of regularity, we're going to put an end to that, because that kind of thing can get out of hand too. And folks, just again, we understand that emotions can get a little sensitive depending on how the game goes or what happens. But let's just try to keep ourselves civil amongst each other. No personal insults hurled at each other. If you do that, that's going to get you timed out as well, and we don't want that. We've got some great mods here helping out, like Ms. Janet Hill right here in Charm City chat. Say hi to Janet, everybody. Janet, I hope you've got some backup tonight. Oh, my. We need to hear from Rob, who was out there, what was it, last night? Rob was out there personally at the yard to watch the Orioles win last night. By the way, we're on a 3-game winning streak. In case you didn't know, and the Yankees today already lost. There's something to talk about. The Yankees already lost today. Let me see if I can bring that box score up over here. The Blue Jays are having their way with the Yankees this weekend. Although I guess last night New York did beat them pretty handily. Gee, I'm having trouble even finding this. Yahoo is really good for in-game information, but when it comes to giving me out-of-town scores and such. Not too reliable. Let's just see what... If I just go MLB, I'll bring it up over here on the Google page. Just want to see what the final of this looked like earlier today. Where is it? Am I losing my mind? Where is this Yankees game? I don't even see it. All right, folks. The Blue Jays beat... Oh, there it is. Man, I don't know what to tell you. There you go. Final score earlier today, Blue Jays 9, Yankees 3. There's Rob. 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for Toronto. Man, Nestor Cortez got rocked today for the Yankees. I mean, their whole pitching rotation right now, kind of like that losing streak we went through. Everybody's scuffling right now. Cortez couldn't go 5 innings. And, wow, Phil Bickford, an addition they made after that series lost to us, he got rocked. 5 runs, getting 2 outs on 4 hits and a walk. Wow, the Blue Jays. So the Yankees are now only 21 games above 500. We're 22 games above, plus we've got 2 games in hand, 2 less losses. That means a lot. By the way, folks, here we are. Look at that already. A few of you have already subbed up today. Thank you so much. Folks, I can't tell if we've got a shot at getting to 1,500 by the All-Star break or not. It's going to be close. Maybe a push there in the final week leading up to it might do it. But that would be a fantastic achievement on a nice little area where we get a little bit of a break. All right, we're ready to go here. Once again, let me go ahead and looks like they're going to get the strike zone up here on the mound. On the screen. On the mound is Cade Povich, who was done taking his warm-up pitches. This is his 5th start of the season. He's had 4 under his belt. 0-2 record. Opponents hitting .222 off of him overall. First pitch of the ballgame to Marcus Semien is popped up on the first base side and foul ground. Rutschman and Mountie have a look, and I'm sorry, it's O'Hearn at first, and O'Hearn makes the catch. Oh, on one pitch, a foul pop-up that nearly got out of play. Instead, Cade Povich has got himself a big first out to start the ball game. Some weak contact. Semien going after that first pitch. And that'll bring up Corey Seager. Wow, this does look like it's way ahead of me over here. It's already 3 pitches up. We might have to hang out here for a little bit and see how it works. Seager takes ball 1 low and away. And wow, what a crowd we have tonight. He's hitting .258, 14 homers, 36 driven in. This one is grounded behind the plate foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Josh Smith to follow. If anybody gets on, Adolis Garcia is in the hole. Here's a pitch over the plate but low. 2 balls and 1 strike to Corey Seager. And now the 2-1 offering is low again. 3 balls and 1 strike. All right. Just getting settled in here, folks. Second batter of the ball game. 1 out. The pitch is in there for a strike, and the count runs full. Full count on Corey Seager. Hey, Sands, thank you so much. And for thank you to PAS for sending people over. Wow, this ball's crushed to right field and deep. This one's got the height, and that one is on the flag court. Corey Seager absolutely crushes a Cade Povich pitch onto the flag court. His 15th homer of the season, and the Rangers take a 1-0 lead. Well, there you go. What kind of Cade Povich are we going to get tonight? I mean, folks, I know the natural reaction is to go, man, oh man, what's going to happen? We give up a home run already, but how often have we seen an Orioles starter give up an early solo homer only to settle down? Let's hope that's the case, although admittedly with Povich, there's a lot more unknown than with any of our other pitchers. First pitch to Smith was off the plate for ball one, and the next pitch is fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike on Josh Smith. 1-0 Texas on a home run there by Corey Seager. This pitch is fouled back again. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Smith. Seager's home run was 423 feet onto the flag court. A no-doubt shot. Yeah, it'll be good to have PAS in here. I need to thank PAS when I see him for such kind words earlier tonight. The 1-2 pitch to Smith is above the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We've got a packed house here tonight at Camden Yards on Saturday night. I think somebody said this is a sellout already. I can see Cal Ripken sitting off to the left side of home plate from the pitcher's perspective. This ball's fouled back. That ball actually bounced off the top of one of the flag poles on the court. Otherwise, it might have just landed on the Utah. 2-2 pitch is high for ball 3. Just too high for Smith to even think about offering at. Not a good pitch there from Povich. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff is reached for and popped up to left. Coming in on it is Cowser, and with a long run, he makes the catch right on the foul line in left. 2 down in the inning. So whether that was fair or foul, you might need a replay to decide for yourself. If it was foul, then Povich technically has induced 2 foul outs for the first 2 outs of the ball game. All right, that'll bring up Garcia now. Right-handed hitter, plenty of power. And he pops it up on the first pitch. It's going to go back and out of play. Adolis comes into today hitting .216, 15 homers, 43 driven in. So he's on pace for about 30 home runs, but the average is not so good. This one is fouled off at the plate. And the count will remain no balls and 2 strikes. Folks, we'll try to keep that pitch-by-pitch counter on the screen that I have here. We'll try it for the next half inning, but it was just a little too far ahead. This pitch is high to Garcia, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Orioles are wearing their City Connect shirts tonight on a Saturday night. The black tops with the white pants. There's a check swing. Did he go? Appeal. No swing, says the first base umpire. And the count is now even up at 2-2. 2 down, a run in here in the top of the first. 1-0 Texas. And Garcia calls for time. Looks like we got a nice crowd building here in Charm City. Chat, I'll try to run through and say hi to everybody during the next half inning. And this one is lined into left field. That ball is going to be a fair ball. Garcia will turn and make it into second base standing with a line drive that just hugged the foul line down in the left field corner. Second extra base hit off of Povich here in the first. That ball was crushed down that line. All right. Runner in scoring position. Povich has work to do. Wyatt Langford at the plate, right-handed hitter. First pitch to him is a curveball right in there for a called strike. Langford hitting .276. since returning from his injury back in late May, hitting .248 overall on the season. As he takes a called strike right on the inside edge. Nice location by Povich on that one. No balls, 2 strikes. One more strike to get us out of this inning. And the 0-2 is swung on and fouled away. Povich going back inside, a little further inside off the plate, forcing Langford to fight it off. Still 0-2. A lot of noise at the yard, just a continual humming of noise and cheering all over the ballpark. It's good to hear. Here's a curveball swung on and missed. Povich with that big yacker. And it comes into play here to get a strikeout of Wyatt Langford, and the inning is over. So, Povich looking very Povich-y, it has to be said. I mean, there are signs of what is good about Cade Povich, and there are signs of what makes Cade Povich not look ready for Major League Baseball. He does give up 1 run on the home run to Corey Seager, a double to Garcia, a run on 2 hits, 1 man left for Texas. We go to the bottom of the first. Texas won. The Orioles coming to bat. We'll see how that scoreboard works out in the next half inning. How you doing, Charm City chat? We've got Mark, Country, my friend, Janet, Nicholas, Robert, Dash, William. Who we got? Is that everybody? Sands. Snowman, how you doing? Beat the blank off the Rangers. I hear you, buddy. Kenneth, how you doing? We got Cujo in the house. Ran P is back in. Chilo is back. If I skipped your name, it's because I think I've said it already, but it's impossible to keep track. Matt, Rob, Vonnie is back. Good to see you, Ronnie. Rod is here as well. How you doing? Now, I'm not reading everything because I just don't have the time. I'll try and look back. Hey, Book Doc, how are you? Base, good to have you. Dan, Coldest, happy day after birthday to you. Hey, folks, remember, if it is your birthday, I mean, we're getting to the point where there's enough people where probably every other day somebody's having a birthday in here. Let me know, and I'll shout you out. Judy, Rob, Christina, Kim, Ulysses, Daniel Barry, Dennis. I mean, what a crowd. Dead space. All right. We're about to get started here in the bottom of the first. And I'm going to go ahead and take you on over to the sub screen now because Gunnar Henderson's up to hit. We've just hit 1370. 130 to 1,500. I mean, it's possible. It's possible to get there by the All-Star break. What an accomplishment that would be. Okay, Michael Lorenzen is on the mound. Gunnar Henderson coming into today with, I believe, 26 home runs. First pitch, he's going after it, and this one's hit hard, but right to the center fielder, Derek Hill out there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Gunnar, he was right on it. And that ball had sinking action on it. It was hit so hard, but right at the center fielder, about 360 feet away or so. All right, well, we'll go back over here now and see. I can already see 2 pitches to Rutschman. This is not good. This is too far ahead of me tonight, folks, and I don't know what to do about it. First pitch to Rutschman is in there for a called strike. Pretty much middle on that one. Adley's hitting 300 with 15 homers, 55 driven in. He had the night off last night after recovering from a swollen hand after his throwing hand took a foul ball in the Thursday night game. This one is fouled away. No balls and 2 strikes on Rutschman. So very happy to see Adley back in the lineup, just needing to miss the 1 day. That's what I was assuming, but you never know. But we do not want to see him out of the lineup for any length of time. This one is fouled back. Still 0-2 on Rutschman. Brooks Robinson was the MVP of the 66 All-Star game, and he was on the losing team. And I believe that's not the first occasion like that, right? This one is served in the left center. We're coming in with a diving catch is Derek Hill. Good Lord, he laid out and made a perfect stab of that baseball. Adley Rutschman, you could see him guiding that ball toward the opposite field into the gap. Derek Hill must have got a hell of a jump on this. He came charging in, full speed, full layout. That's a really lovely catch, and he went face first into the ground, too. I tell you what, 2 down. Ryan O'Hearn looks at a breaking ball way off the plate up and away for ball 1. So Gunnar and Adley have been retired. 2 away, O'Hearn with a 1-0 count. Comes into today hitting .279. Here's a pitch hit on the ground on the right side. The first baseman will cut it off and flip it to Lorenzen covering the bag, and that's it. The Orioles had 2 balls. Well, one was hit really hard by Gunnar. Another one softly by Rutschman that looked like it might find some real estate, but nothing doing. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the second. 1-0 Texas. Oh, boy. Oh, look, it's the Allstate lady. Or, I'm sorry, the Progressive lady. I'm sorry. Flo, right? Flo, is that it? So Flo is still doing her thing, huh? Wow. What do they do? Put her in carbonite between commercials? How does Flo still look like Flo? It's been like 25 years. I'm sitting over here getting old. My hair is gray and falling out. I've had a heart attack, bypass surgery. A lot of life events have come and gone, and Flo is still doing Flo things. I don't know. Oh, is it AI Flo? It's not even really her. It's just, yeah, they've got so much footage of her, they just piece it all together. That makes sense. I got to turn on the fan. It's hot in here, that coffee. Good Lord. Woo. All right. All right, look, guys, I've been living out here for a decade. At least tell me this. Is the Energizer Bunny finally done? That's the one commercial that I still remember when I moved out here that was still going on. And I'm like, are they ever going to retire the Energizer Bunny with the damn drum? Is it still around? They keep going and going and going. Yeah, it was a nice marketing idea in 1986. Please, move on. God. It's like they're using the excuse to not come up with a new marketing campaign because the whole idea is that it keeps going and going and going. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. All right, here we go. Top of the second. And again, already a ton of pitches on the screen here. We just can't look at that part of the screen tonight, folks. And here's a curveball on the top of the zone, outside corner for a called strike to Robbie Grossman, switch hitter, hitting just .218, but he does hit lefties well. Another breaking ball. Povich tries to clip the outside edge, but cannot, and the count even up at 1-1. The bird bath is looking really interesting tonight. I'm not sure if that's the cast of Duck Dynasty who's taken over the front row or not, but we've got some ZZ Top beards out there tonight. This pitch is high. 2-1 the count. Povich has already thrown 26 pitches, just getting started here in the second inning. This pitch clips the top of the zone only just. He gets the called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Robbie Grossman. Folks, if you are ahead of me, the only way to do this with any sort of enjoyment is to get synced up with me. I'll tell you how in a sec, as this ball is a curveball hit into right field, and Santander, a long run, goes into a dive. Did he catch that baseball? It looks like he trapped it. No catch is the ruling. Wow, Anthony Santander gave up everything to try to catch this ball up against the wall in foul ground in right field. A full sprint, and he went into a slide right up against that wall. Nearly made the catch. Tried to, that ball came out of the heel of the glove, unfortunately. There's no evidence that says it ever hit the ground, but it'll just be a legend. We'll never know. 2-2 still to count on Grossman. The pitch is popped foul and out of play. Long at bat going on here, and Povich has already got a pitch count problem. Number 30 coming up here with nobody out in the second inning. Base is empty. The pitch, curveball, fouled back again. Folks, I hope we've got we need a long man. We need Kramer back. Somebody tell me Dean Kramer is coming back soon. Even if he does, I brought this up on Ryan Ripken's show last night after the ball game. He addressed it after I mentioned it. This pitch is over the plate, but apparently low. Tough call there for Povich, and now the count has gone full on Grossman. I guess it might have gone just a tad low once it got over the plate. Payoff pitch is popped up foul and out of play. I was bringing up with Ryan Ripken on his podcast that, hey, every good team needs a long man. It's a very important part of the pitching staff, and we don't have one. And when Kramer comes back, Albert Suarez, to me, seems to fit the bill perfectly, especially when we're talking about the postseason. We're going to need an arm like that. This pitch is reached for and fouled away. Grossman with the longest AB you're ever going to see. He is still up at the plate, full count. Ryan agreed that Albert is probably best utilized as a long man. But the problem is, if Kramer comes back, that basically means Cade Povich is still in this rotation without any alternative. And this ball is fisted into center. It'll hang up there for Cedric Mullins to make the out. Is that only one away? Is that the first out? Yeah, that's a first out. My God, that took forever. Hey there, PAS. How you doing, buddy? Please tell me your Mets were able to come back after falling behind there late. Oh, wow. There's a fan out there lonely up there in the deep down the right field line there, just maybe 20 feet from the warehouse. A fan coming up with that baseball. Nathaniel Lowe's at the plate. 1 out, nobody on. 1-0 Rangers, top of the second. He takes a first pitch up and in for ball 1. And the next one is fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, Pure Adrenaline Sports. If you haven't checked out his channel yet, please do. He's a Mets fan. He does cover Mets games along with a lot of other sports. This one is fouled away by Lowe, and the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that while on PAS's stream before the ball game tonight, folks, I'm just casually hanging out, listening to the Mets and Astros game. You know, it's a nice matchup, a couple of hot teams. 1-2 pitch to Lowe is coming here. Povich taking his time. There it is. And wow, Nathaniel Lowe got in with this one. This one's heading for the flag court. It bounces off the top of the wall, thankfully. Wow. Nathaniel Lowe just missed another home run for the Rangers as that ball's lined off the top of the out-of-town scoreboard in right field for a double. Well, not the best time to mention it now, as we are worried about the effectiveness of Cade Povich. I'll bring up the rest of that story here in a minute. As this pitch is swung on and popped up to left. Cowser is there, and he makes the catch. Jonah Heim retired on one pitch. Didn't have a chance to announce his name. Jonah Heim is gone on one pitch. 2 down in the inning. Runner at second. What are we asking? I smell trouble cooking in Charm City, chat. All right, that'll bring up Derek Hill, the number 9 hitter, right-handed hitter that made that beautiful catch in the outfield in the top and the bottom of the first. And he takes one in there for called strike 1. 40 pitches for Povich already here in the second inning. Hill has not played all that much. 235 average, no homers, no runs batted in. Let's hope it stays that way. As this one's grounded toward third base, Urias cuts it off, throws to first in time, and Povich gets out of it. It is still 1-0 Texas as we go to the bottom of the second, as Cade Povich has given up 3 extra base hits already, but just the 1 run. Tell you what, smoke and mirrors. So long story short, folks, I'm hanging out on PAS's stream. Somebody was bringing up, hey, PAS, you're the best darn sports streamer, play-by-play baseball caller out there. You know what he said? Do you know what PAS said? He didn't even flinch. He didn't even flinch. He said, nope, nope, nope. I'm not the best. I'm not the best. I might be the second best, but I'm not the best. And I'm sitting there going, huh. Well, you got to at least be second best, right? I mean, and then as I'm sitting there and I'm walking up to, do my routine, I hear, no, the best one out there is Orioles Birdwatcher. Hands down. He's the best. He's born to do it. It's BW. To which I then said, actually, I believe my response was, what? Or something along those lines. PAS. I mean, honestly. I mean, folks, Pure Adrenaline Sports is a committed streamer. He puts in the hours. He puts in the work. Plenty of effort. I mean, I'm just doing baseball games. He's doing baseball and everything else. All right? This dude is a true OG when it comes to, doing this sports streaming thing. And for him to give me that kind of compliment, I mean, my heart is aflutter. So, Baltimore, all right? Charm City chat, Birdland Nation. Take it from PAS. You're lucky you got a guy like me calling Oriole games for you. You got the best in the biz. Oh, man. Pure, honestly. My heart can only take so much, all right? Especially when I'm sipping coffee and smoking Luckies. Don't put any more pressure on the heart, all right? Thank you so much. Charm City chatting is a pretty damn good chat, too. I tell you what. Oh, look at this little baby with some noise-canceling headphones on being lifted up into the crowd. Even wearing a black outfit to match the City Connect shirts the Orioles have on tonight. That was precious. All right, folks. Anthony Santander is at the plate. He looks at ball 1. Folks, get those taters up in the chat. He lifts one in the right field in deep. Take a look, because that one is gone. Bye, birdie. Anthony Santander, home run number 22 on the season. A no-doubt shot off the bat. That ball jumped out of here. I mean, somebody pull that ball over for speeding. Tell me the exit velo on that one, because that ball was in the seats in about a second and a half. Anthony Santander ties up the ball game. The Orioles, with their 59th home run in the month of June, breaking a franchise record. You like the home run? There you go. And how about the folks who put the taters up in the chat? Do you see, folks? Do you see why we do what we do? We got a tie ball game. Here's Heston Kjerstad. Takes a first pitch up and in for ball 1. as the Homer Hose drink station goes to work. Kjerstad swings and misses at a pitch right down the middle. Man, Santander just turned on that Lorenzen pitch. He made a meal out of it. The 1-1 to Kjerstad is fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. By the way, Lorenzen, that was just his 12th pitch. Povich is on 40. Lorenzen, after giving up that homer and the Orioles tied the game, is about to throw pitch number 13. And it's up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Heston Kjerstad. 2-2 pitch is low. Heston lays off that pitch. Looked like a changeup where it looked like it was coming into the bottom of the zone and then it just fell off the table. Heston smart enough to lay off. Full count, the pitch. That time he lays off again. An appeal, no swing. Kjerstad, beautiful job to lay off those last 2 pitches and earn a walk. And the rally will continue. Jordan Westburg is due up next. All right. With Westburg up, I'm going back over here now. I smell a rally cooking. The first pitch to Westburg is a breaking ball in the outside part of the zone for a called strike. Westburg comes into today hitting .286. 13 homers, 48 driven in. I mean, he's on pace to get about 25 homers, 95 RBI. Amazing. There's a breaking ball. This time it's a strike. Was that first pitch a strike? Okay. 0-2 the count, apparently. My apologies. Runner at first, nobody out, a run already in. The Orioles have tied it up at 1 here in the bottom of the second. This ball's popped up on the infield. Shortstop Seager, about 3 steps, 4 steps out onto the outfield grass, makes the catch for out number 2. Boy, they keep replaying this Santander home run swing, and it gets sweeter every time you watch it. So that final, the Mets wound up losing. What was the final between Houston and the Mets? Sorry I couldn't be there, PAS, for the very end of the game. I had to get myself ready over here. I feel like my absence might have led to that Astros comeback. This curveball is in there for a strike to Colton Cowser. Folks. The 0-1 to Cowser is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at first, 1 out. I might have said 2 out. Again, I'm not that good at this. I can't be the best. I'm not. I mean, there's raw talent, but I got a lot to improve. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate by Cowser. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Colton Cowser. I tell you, the best thing I like about the City Connects is our helmets. I like that cursive B with the black, with the gray B on it. It looks like a modern helmet, but with a classic old school look to it. I like it. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Cowser chased one, a changeup, nearly in the dirt. Now there's 2 down in the inning. Cows are actually really fast. Like compared to what, Matt? Turtles? I'm sure they can outrun me. I'll tell you that much. Mullins at the plate. Up and in, and that nearly hit him. Did it get him? Wow, that might have got a little tiny piece of Mullins. Perfect. He barely feels it, but he gets first base. 2 on, 2 out after Mullins is hit on the sleeve maybe by that pitch. Let's see where this got him. Oh, yeah, that got him square on the jersey itself and never touched his body at all. I love it. A hit by pitch, and you don't even get hit. First and second, 2 down for Urias. The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right center. Going back on it, still going back, and making the catch on the track is Hill, the center fielder, right where the start of that groundskeeper shed is, in right center. That'll end the inning. But the Orioles have responded. An Anthony Santander home run, a no-doubt shot into the bleachers in right center field. And a couple of other hard-hit baseballs in the inning as well. So things are looking good going forward. If we can just get Cade Povich to, I don't know, do better, do a little bit better. We're going to the third, 1-1 ball game. All right. I might need a lucky early tonight. All right, so the Yankee loss already out of the way today. What are some other out-of-town scores you folks are interested in? Again, I wish I had a better scoreboard than this. I'll just bring it up over here again. Forget it. I can't trust the Yahoo for out-of-town scores. So it was Astros 9, Mets 6. Wow, they poured it on late. 3 in the 8th and then 2 in the 9th. Ouch. I tell you what, that Houston team, they may not be playing to the best of their abilities in terms of record on the season, much like last year. But, man, they've got plenty of experience. Boy, the Padres, this was today? Didn't they absolutely wallop the Red Sox last night? 11-1 today. Wow. Boston got lit up. 1 run, 6 hits, 3 errors. 11 runs, 16 hits for San Diego. Tanner Houck. Wasn't he sort of the ace of this Red Sox staff? Weren't they talking about Cy Young votes for this guy? Not after that start. I'll tell you what. Oh, yes, Orlando Cepeda, Hall of Famer, did pass away today. Rest in peace to Orlando Cepeda. Thanks for that mention, Rand P. Every year we go through it, folks. We get a little bit older and we watch a few of our legends fade away. It happens. That's life for you, folks. Here we go. Marcus Semien is set to lead off here in the top of the third. And I'm going to bring you back down in this part of the screen. Get my glasses back on. First pitch is a strike. Next one is off the plate outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. As the Fox broadcast team is interviewing Max Scherzer right now. I have zero interest in listening to what they're saying. Next pitch from Povich is popped up toward the right side. O'Hearn takes a look. It's out of play. William, like cows? I like turtles. By the way, if you're wondering who that kid was in that famous I Like Turtles video, that's me. That's me as a little boy. Here's a breaking ball that doesn't break. Just a curve ball that hung up high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Marcus Semien leading off the top of the third. I'm a reference getter, William. I absorb a lot of pop culture information, much to my own detriment. This is a comebacker to Povich. He's going to have to hurry, and he makes the play. Hey, Cade Povich. I tell you what, you do need to have a nice, even keel about you to make a play like the one he just did. He knew that he had to make this play just right with that runner hustling down the line. Picked up the baseball, fired over an accurate throw, and just beat the base runner by half a step for the first out here in the top of the third. So Povich can defend his position well. That's a good attribute to have. This one is fouled back here by Corey Seager. Seager, in his first at-bat, supplied the only run of the game thus far for Texas with a home run onto the flag court. He's got an 0-1 count here. Next pitch is hit hard in the right field, but this time it's going to be Santander coming in. And I say hit hard, folks, because we have a picture-in-picture situation on our screen with this Max Scherzer interview. I can only just see that ball jump off the bat. It looked like it had a nice launch angle to it. I thought it'd go a little bit deeper than it did, but I'm happy that it didn't. Santander comes in and makes a relatively easy catch for out number 2. 2 down in the inning. Josh Smith at the plate now, and he looks at a curve for a called strike. Come on, Povich, a 1-2-3 inning. Get those bats back up there to give us the lead. 0-1 pitch is lined hard in the right, but right at Santander. This time I'm not lying to you, folks. That ball was hit hard, but right at Tony, and the inning is over. And a very quick interview for Max Scherzer. All right. Yeah, Tony, between going all out to try to get that foul ball in the first inning, or I guess it was the top of the second, making a couple of catches here in the third. We go to the bottom of the third, folks. We're tied at 1. It'll be top of the order due up for Baltimore. Top O the order, folks, including an O Hearn. All right. Let's see how the old like count is doing, folks. All right, it's time to make a little push for the like count. Again, folks, I don't do this to bug you. I just do this as a gentle, friendly reminder because I'm just like you. I tune into a lot of things, and it's not like I come in going, all right, I'm about to watch a video. Let me hurry up and tap that like button as soon as I get here. And then I wind up just forgetting and do it. I get it. It happens. But you're here. We got a commercial. We're chilling. If you don't mind, those of you who have yet to tap that like button, it's just a little thumb at the bottom of your screen. And all it's going to do is help this channel be seen by more eyes out there. Folks, I'm telling you now, hundreds of thousands of Oriole fans who have yet to even get a glimpse of this channel that it just hasn't come across their Facebook, their YouTube page yet. But with the more growth, the more YouTube goes, all right, let me put you out. That's why you always see the same content out there all the time, because they're always pushing all those channels that have already made it. And they over push it sometimes. Sometimes I'll sit there and refresh my own homepage on YouTube because I want to see a different, cluster of videos to choose from. I'll turn on my YouTube and I'm like, all right, here are my top 12 recommendations. I don't want to watch any of these. Let me hit refresh. I'll refresh the page and like 10 of the 12 videos that I had just seen just pop up again. I'm like, well, what are you doing? Right? Clearly, I am not clicking on what you're recommending. I don't know. It's a work in progress, folks. The whole YouTube algorithm thing. It's not exactly a fun conversation. Wow, Gunnar Henderson's at the plate, and he takes a pitch, a called strike at the top of the zone. Boy, you tricked me there. Excuse me, you tricked me there, commercial. They cut back quick to the game. 0-1 the count on Henderson, leading off the bottom of the third. Next pitch is a check swing on a pitch inside. Home plate umpire says you went around. All right, I guess one turn deserves another. Grayson Rodriguez is now being interviewed by the Fox broadcast team. Oh, and 2 the count on Gunnar Henderson, leading off the bottom of the third. 1-1 ball game. The pitch is off the plate outside. I do wish they'd give us one nice panoramic view of the ballpark so we can admire the fact that we got a full house here tonight, but I've yet to see a nice... Oh, and Grayson is getting water splashed while being interviewed. Swing and a miss by Henderson on a pitch off the plate outside. He strikes out here to begin the bottom of the third. There is definitely a character on the Orioles team having a little fun, spraying a light sprinkle of water onto Grayson's back and head as he's being interviewed on camera. Typical activity amongst teammates. All right, Adley Rutschman coming up to the plate here. And the first pitch to him is called a strike. Bottom of the zone on the inside corner from Lorenzen. The next pitch is way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Man, I wish I could keep the scoreboard up without this part of it up. Again, you can see we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pitches into this at-bat on the screen. It's just too much of a spoiler. This one's in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to Rutschman. Folks, some nights are better than others in this regard. If I had some magical way to control it, I would, but I just don't. 0-1 the count. Excuse me, 2-1 the count. Adley 0 for 1 tonight is what I was looking at as far as 0 for 1 goes. This ball's in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike. All right, let your boy reset. Again, I'm feeling some vapors over here. It is hot in here. I don't know if there's maybe a humid morning coming on here in Thailand today or what. The next pitch on a 3-1 is swung on and fouled away. Count runs full on Rutschman. The count has run full on Rutschman. I caught the vapors. I caught the vapors. Here comes the payoff to Adley. Swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again. What is this? There is a photo shoot of some Orioles wearing, I don't know, they look like characters from Tombstone. This has got to be a Tombstone kind of homage. I can't wait for those photos to come out. And here's a pitch laid off by Rutschman up and away for ball 4. Rutschman works a 1-out walk. That'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn. I think they're taking advantage of those Tombstone mustaches that Gunnar Henderson apparently is going to inspire millions of children to grow up trying to grow in middle school. Right now, there's a middle schooler trying to grow a mustache like Gunnar Henderson, and just the thought of that makes your boy happy. First pitch to Ryan O'Hearn is off the plate outside and low, ball 1. O'Hearn 0 for 1 tonight. Next pitch is hit on the ground, and Seager fields it on the second base side of the bag, goes to first. For out number 2, Rutschman moves up to second base. Oh, my God, Judy. Yeah, it's on Fox. I wonder if that's going to have any sort of effect on the turnout here tonight. I don't know. No matter. I'm here to call every game. Folks, we're going to be in Oakland next weekend. Don't expect a crowd like this. Here is a called strike to Santander. Folks, where are those taters? What more do you need? Show me your taters, and I'll show you mine. He's got an 0-1 count. 2 down with a runner in scoring position. The pitch. Swung on. Right field. Going back on it is Hill. He's at the track, and he makes the catch. Santander. Just a few feet short of his second home run of the night. A deep fly out. And that'll do it. We head on to the 4th inning now. Act 1 of this 3-act play is in the books. 3 innings, 1-1 ball game. The Orioles have just the 1 hit. That Santander home run. Where are the hits? Give me the hits. If you can't give me the hits, give me a lucky. All right. Saturday, night. Saturday, night. Hey, folks, how about this? We are 2 days away from an off day. A day off. Your boy's hopefully going to do some laptop shopping on his day off. lock something in and get it ordered back here in time for a following Monday day off to maybe get to work on top and hopefully some extra bells and whistles to make this audio video presentation that you're already enjoying now even better. So hang in there. Your boy wants to grow this damn thing. And the chair, I know the chair, but folks, I care more about what you guys need than what I need. And that's kind of been my problem my whole life. It's just, call it a crutch or what do you call it? An Achilles heel of mine. I don't know. I'm the last person I think about when it comes to taking care of things. As I light up a cigarette, I guess that should be another indication. All right. Here we go. Adley Garcia to lead it off against Cade Povich. 50 pitches through the first 3 innings, and the first pitch is fouled away. There's Cal Ripken Jr. leaning forward. Boy, you really start to see, if you just look at the eyes, nose, and mouth of Cal Ripken Jr., he really does look more and more like Cal Sr. these days. This pitch is fouled back by Garcia. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 is reached for off the plate by Garcia, and he fouls it off. Still 0-2. There you go, Michael. The perfect example of somebody's bet meaning a whole lot to the person typing it and very little to everybody else. This pitch is high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I wish you well, Michael, but trust me, nobody really cares. Just enjoy the success and good luck to you. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh, I'm still hanging out over here. I'm supposed to be down here, aren't I? The pitch is inside. 2-2 the count now. You guys might already know the outcome of this at bat. I'm not sure yet. Would you like to pet my monkey? Swing and a miss. Povich with a challenge fastball up and in. And Garcia with a big cut and a miss. Strikeout here. 1 out in the top of the 4th. With a little bit of luck. With a little bit of luck. I didn't hear your All-Star Game answer. What was the question, Pure? I'm sorry. Hey, you're right about that, Rampy. Here's a pitch up top of the zone on the outside corner to Wyatt Langford for strike 1. I might have missed your question there, PAS. Or I might have forgotten what I was saying. One or the other. The 0-1 to Langford has popped up. And will get out of play behind home plate. Someone asked if you were covering... Oh, the All-Star Game. Gee, I don't know. Do you want me to? I'll tell you what, I'll put up a poll that asks, would you be interested in tuning in to the All-Star Game if I streamed it? No, let me see what the response is on that. 0-2 the count on Langford. Curveball hit the other way for a base hit. Man, you can't do that, Povich. You can't leave an 0-2 curve out over the plate. I mean, the hitter's already in a defensive mode. And if you're going to slow a pitch down... Yeah, this is not a good pitch right here on 0-2. Langford with an opposite field single. If I do it, you won't? All right, I'll put up a poll about it. Here's Robbie Grossman. 1 out, 1 on. Hit on the ground. Could be 2. Urias to second for 1. Back to first. Oh, but the relay is dropped by O'Hearn at first base. And, folks... I don't mean to pick on Ryan O'Hearn. It's a low throw, but Ryan Mountcastle probably completes that double play. If he were out there. It's not going to go down as an error. You can't assume a double play ball, and it would have been a very close. Well, not that close. Nah, yeah. You got to handle that, O'Hearn. You got to handle that. That is in his glove and just pops on out. Nathaniel Lowe at the plate, 2 down, runner at first. He takes off the plate for ball 1. He has doubled already tonight. Westburg with the relay throw. He's got the runner charging in. It's not always easy to be the guy in the middle of a double play, you know. This pitch is off the plate outside. I will say this, though. I do prefer Westburg at third base versus second. It's not the worst throw. I mean, yeah, it took a bounce, but if we have Mounty out there, he's picking that ball, I'm telling you. 2-0, 2 down, a check on Nathaniel Lowe. That's okay. WTF is a fine acronym to use here in chat. Everybody's fine with that. Runner at first, 2 down. The 2-0 pitch is fouled away. 2 balls, 1 strike to Nathaniel Lowe. 1-1 ball game, top of the 4th. Cade Povich, how many pitches now? 63. I did not know that. This one is hit on the ground to second. Westburg has this one. He throws it to first in time, and the inning is over. So no damage done, not completing that double play. The Orioles get out of it, and the Rangers leave a man on. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 1-1 ball game. You know, sometimes you just got to say, what the fart? All right, Deadpool and Wolverine are going to team up, and I'm sure it's going to be funny and exciting. Yay, a Marvel movie. Yay. Hey, I'll tell you what, folks. Logan was a good movie. I'm not really into all this comic book stuff. I ain't got time to follow all this storyline crap. It just seems like a giant ploy to make you force you to watch every movie they put out there. I like a movie that can stand alone and, you know, speak for itself. But anyway, I did see Logan. That was a really good movie. If they made superhero movies more like that, I might watch them more. All right. Hey, Shantae, how you doing? Guardians and Yanks are both up by a lot. The Yankees lost today. What do you mean? Up by a lot in what way? Hey, just subbed to the channel. Longtime Orioles fan. I'm a jizzologist at the local zoo. So you are an expert in all things jizz? Hey, we all have our specialties. Welcome in, Pablo. Ah, boy. All right. Well, there went that. Guess what doesn't go together? All right. I can't read that one. How many? Some people are having a late Saturday dinner right now, folks. Come on. Some people are trying to, you know, enjoy a meal during the ball game. Oh, is Pablo a known guy? Thank you, PAS. Thank you for not allowing that to go any further. Okay, here we go. Heston Kjerstad to lead it off. Bottom of the 4th, he looks at a pitch low and in for ball 1. Kjerstad walked his first time up. Next pitch, that one's on the bottom of the zone for a called strike. 1-1. Let me close this behind me here. Oh, inside, and that got Kjerstad. Lorenzen hits his second batter of the ball game. Very similar to the area Mullins got hit, except Kjerstad, I think, took it somewhere on the body. And he'll be on first base to lead it off here in the bottom of the fourth. All right, you want to give us a leadoff runner for free? We'll take it. By the way, it's Westburg telling O'Hearn my bad on that relay throw. So, again, I think Mountcastle makes that play on the short hop throw. But, again, Westburg could have made a better throw. It's true. He swings and misses on this pitch, does Westburg. Runner at first. Nobody out. Westburg at the plate, 0 for 1 tonight, and has an 0-1 count. This pitch is low, ball 1. Folks, once again, the Yahoo Sports page is so far ahead of me, and I just don't know what to do about it. I hope you guys have your game synced up with me. This ball's hit on the ground and through on the left side. A base hit for Westburg. Kjerstad will stop at second. 2 on, nobody out. All right, well, with this kind of situation, if I knew it was going to be this kind of party, I would have put something in the mashed potatoes. Man, the sub count is jumping. You guys are doing fantastic tonight. We go out over here for the sub count, folks, because it's rally time. 2 on, nobody out. I'll keep you informed with everything going on. Don't you worry. Colton Cowser at the plate, folks. Get those cows up. First pitch is hit on the ground, and this could be 2 to second for 1, back to first. Double play. Forget the cows. It's a rally killer. It's a rally killer. Cowser grounds into a 4-6-3 double play. 2 down with a runner at third. Not a single cow made it into the chat in time. There's Shane. Thanks, Shane. All right, come on. Mullins can get it done for us. He's at the plate now. 2 down. And he swings and fouls one off to the left. Mullins was hit by a pitch on the jersey his first time up. And the average right now at 229 homers, 28 RBI. He has been looking really good here the past couple of weeks. The past week in particular. 2-out RBI situation. This pitch is way off the plate, up and away, as the catcher had to jump out of his crouch to make sure that ball didn't go to the backstop. That would have brought in a run. 1-1 count on Mullins. 2 down, runner at third. And now Heim, the catcher, calls for time. Yeah, you know. Knuckleheads. You're not taking over Charm City chat, folks. I apologize to all of those who like to come in and be obnoxious. We're just too charming for you. Sorry. May I point you into the direction of Twitter? A great place for personalities like that to go say a bunch of dumb stuff. Here's a pitch off the plate, low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mullins. Yeah, we're the anti-Twitter. We charm you to death. Oh, yeah, try TikTok. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, and the count has gone full on said Mullins. Yeah, Jizzersis, goodbye. Go ahead and make another account. Keep trying. This one's popped up by Mullins on the left side. The shortstop, Seager, goes out and makes the catch in foul ground to win the inning. This ball game remains tied at 1 apiece. And apparently, this guy is just obsessed with jizz. That's a hell of an obsession there, sir. You know, there are a lot of places with a fetish like that you could go to and get a whole lot more in return than what we can provide. Just giving you a little bit of helpful advice. I mean, just type that word in a search engine and you'll be occupied for the rest of your life. Trust me. Oh, boy. All right, Cade Povich so far through 4 innings has given up a hit per inning, but he has not issued a walk. That is good. He's given up the 1 solo home run. Hey there, Brett Axe. Can we borrow some relief pitchers? You mean the Mets? We're struggling to string arms together ourselves right now. We've got some position players in the minors if you guys want to make a deal. Tell you what. We will give you Connor Norby. Hey, he's back again with a new, hey, just keep on doing it, bud, all night long. I love it. Am I in your head now because I'm sort of sitting here laughing at your feeble attempts to disrupt the chat? I mean, you could technically say you're disrupting it, but we're in a commercial right now. Right now, I'm just sitting here laughing at you, thinking about just how ridiculous this attempt is. For what? Is this for clout? Who are you doing this for? I don't even know. Yeah, if you guys over the Mets, if you want to give us Severino, we'll be more than happy to maybe give you a bullpen arm and maybe throw in Ramon Urias for free. How's that sound? We'll take Severino. We'll take him. See, this looks like it's already... What are we doing? We're going to the top of the 5th? Let me take you back over here. All right. Marcus Semien will be due up. What is going on? Okay, so, yeah, again, Ray, that lasted for 2 seconds, Ray. How did that go? Here we go. Curveball. To begin the AB here, Cade Povich finds the zone for a called strike against Jonah Heim. It'll be Heim, Derek Hill, and back to the top of the order. Popped up. Right field. Coming in, Santander toward right center. He makes the catch. 1 away. Povich is now on 66 pitches. He might be able to find a way to give us damn near a quality start. Yeah, again, like, dude, just give it up, bro. You're done. You're done-ski. Keep on keeping on. I mean, find all of your friends and bring them in, too. I mean, we got all night. This pitch is in the dirt to Derek Hill. Want to know the count. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 5th. 1-1 ball game. Folks, if you think that is going to rattle me, oh, man, you're wasting your time. There are things that trigger me. Just plain stupidity, not one of them. This one's hit hard and deep. Center field going back Mullins. He's looking up, and that ball is in the bullpen. Derek Hill, the number 9 hitter, has just gotten not only his first RBI of the season, his first home run as well, a solo shot. That ball was crushed into the bullpen. The Rangers are back on top 2-1. Let me see what this Povich pitch was all about here. Show me a replay on that pitch. They're not going to yet. Here's Semien at the plate. He takes a curveball up and away. Ball 1. I know, Povich. I know that's got to rattle you, but you got to lock back in here, buddy. 1-0 pitch. Another curve up and away. 2-0. Two-0 count to Marcus Semien. This one is swung on and fouled back. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jack, I don't know. There's a lot of game left, and I don't know. Have you looked at the box scores lately? I mean, I think last time I checked, the Orioles have scored more runs in baseball than any other team this year. So it's kind of hard to attack them because they've got one run through the first 4 innings at the plate. This one's fouled back. The count is 2-2. Nothing is a guarantee, Jack. You're following the wrong pastime if you're looking for guarantees. 2-2 is fouled at the plate. We'll do it again. If you want a guarantee, maybe, I don't know, try gambling at a casino. You'll be guaranteed to walk away with less money. If you like guarantees. $20 accounts, huh, Jesus? Well, I'm so happy that I'm now on his radar. I feel like I've reached a new height. Swing and a miss. Simeon strikes out on a 2-2 pitch. 2 down in the inning. Base is empty. Cade Povich has given up 2 doubles and 2 home runs. 4 of the 5 hits he's given up have been absolutely crushed. But every other batter has been pretty good. This one's fouled away. Well, no, it's going to be in left field. And up against the wall. Colton Cowser unable to make the play. That ball was nearly out of play. Right up against the left field, the stands running down the left field line before you get to the foul pole. Cowser made a long run. Could not get there. So that's just a strike on Seager here. 0-1 the count, 2 down. Here comes the 0-1 to Seager. Check swing off the plate outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down. By the way, every one of these hard-hit baseballs by the Rangers tonight have not been on the fastball. It's either been the curve or the sweeper. This pitch is way high to Seager. 2 balls, 1 strike. So, Corey, you got to have that in the back of your mind. Maybe go with the fastball here a little bit more. Trust in it a little bit more. Because if they're sitting on the breaking ball, that's why they're hitting it so hard. The 2-1 pitch is off the plate. It's a fastball, but it misses the zone. 3-1 the count on Seager. Why am I staring at T-shirts? We should be here. This website likes to jump on its own. Always trying to sell you something. The 3-1. On the outside edge, a called strike 2. Povich works the count back to full on Seager. The payoff pitch is fouled back. We'll do it again. Yeah, folks, I mean, it would be nice to just score 6.3 runs every single game and not have one game where we score 12 when we only needed 5, and then the next game we lose 2-1. A hit by a pitch on Seager, and he goes down in an absolute heap. Looks like it got him on the left wrist, and he is angry. I mean, he went down in a heap. I mean, I don't know if this is for dramatics or what, because the Orioles have had 2 batters hit tonight. I don't think it was intentional, and I don't think this was intentional either. But you hit, pretty much the team's franchise player after a couple of your own have been hit tonight. And again, he swung into that baseball. He was swinging as that ball hit him. So it's not like it was a pitch so bad that he couldn't just get out of the way. He was going after that pitch. So he can't be upset at us. Looks like the left wrist. And even the Fox team is speculating that that wrist might have been broken on that play, because that reaction by Seager, that is the sort of reaction you see when an athlete knows that something went terribly, terribly wrong. So we've got a delay here. I don't know if they're giving Seager a chance to try and maybe put something, spray on there if nothing's broken. By the way, on a similar pitch earlier in the season against the Rays, that's how Josh Young went down on a hit by pitch off his right wrist area. Okay, so out of the ball game, that looks like Jankowski running out there. Is that right? Corey Seager out of the game now. Josh Smith at the plate, 2 down, runner at first. And this one's popped up behind the plate and out of play. Wow. Make that Davis Wenzel is the pinch runner. He looks a bit like Jankowski with that long blonde hair. They all look the same, don't they? This is a curveball in there to Smith for a called strike. 0-2 the count. So Seager is out of the game. Wow. I hope he's okay. I really do. Don't want to see him lost for the season. 0-2 pitch is upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I don't think any of it was intentional, Matt. I honestly don't. This pitch is off the plate, 2-2 the count. I don't think any hit batter tonight was intentional. But going forward, you better keep an eye on it. Going forward, I think Texas might want a retaliation for that. This ball is hit in the air to left field, and Cowser is coming in a few steps. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 5th. This game is half in the books. The Rangers have taken a lead on a solo home run by Derek Hill, a 434-foot bomb to center. Bottom of the 5th coming up, Rangers 2, Orioles 1. I tell you this, if you ask the Rangers, what would you trade? Giving us that run back, keeping it a 1-1 game, and Seager is not hit by that pitch, or you keep the 2-1 lead and Seager's out of the game and you have no idea how long he might be out. I'm willing to bet you every Rangers fan would just give the run back. That is a tough situation with Seager there. Not a guy you want to lose for any length of time. I did have a snack of some sort. Sands is heading out. All right. You're going to have a night out on the town? Have a good one. Oh, it's getting late. You're about to hit the sack. Oh, hey, if you're going to bed, Sands, the best thing to do is just leave my broadcast on. I used to fall asleep listening to baseball on the radio all the time. It's the original ASMR. Plus, it gives me more watch time. Just keep it running. All right. Hey, Sands, you've been following the Euros. Are they into the elimination round yet? Or are they still in the group stage? I don't mean to interview you as you're trying to leave and go to sleep, but just making a little bit of chit-chat here during the commercial. Your boy does, used to for a living follow world football. Still in the group stage, so probably the third and final game coming up right now. Going through all the brackets. Should be a knockout stage coming up here pretty soon. All right. Ramon Arias at the plate, and he takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. Hey, thanks for the update there, Sands. And come on back for another ball game, will you? It's good to have you. Next pitch to Arias is over the plate but low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ramon 0 for 1 with a fly out back in the second. Cheers, buddy. This one's in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Number 9 hitter at the plate, folks. If we can get Arias on, we've got a lot of really good hitters. Excuse me. Coming up right after. Gunner on deck. Adley in the hole. 2-1 to Arias. Is up and in. 3-1. Okay. 3-1. Come on, Ramon. Please. Any way you can. Get on base. Any way you can, buddy. Pitch. Swung on and tapped foul off to the left, and the count has gone full. 2-1 Texas. Bottom of the 5th. It's been the battle of the home run ball. The Rangers have a couple of solo shots. The Orioles with the 1. Payoff pitch is swung on and popped up on the infield. First baseman low coming in on the infield grass. Makes the catch, and there's 1 down. All right. Folks, Gunner's coming up, and you know what that means. I go over here now. Welcome in number 1382. Folks, I don't think we can get to 1,400 tonight. That's a big ask, but gosh darn it, we're going to get there maybe by tomorrow. As the first pitch to Henderson is off the plate outside for ball 1. Gunner is 0 for 2 so far tonight. He's got a 35-game on-base streak active. He is due to get on base right here. The 1-0 is hit into left center field and down for a base hit. Let's see if Gunner turns on the Jets. He's going to try into second, and he is safe. Safe is the call. Turn on the sprinklers. Gunnar Henderson is in the mood. A hustle double. Derek Hill had to range far into left center to pick up the baseball and then throw back across his body towards second to try to get Gunner. Henderson running hard all the way. He could smell 2 bases right off of the bat, and he's able to slide on the opposite side of the bag from where that ball came in and sneak in there. All right, tying run in scoring position for Adley Rutschman. 1 out. 2-1 Texas, bottom of the 5th, and Rutschman takes low and away for ball 1. Wake up, everybody. Wake up. There's no need to go to bed now. The pitch is swung on and missed. Low, maybe a little bit off the plate outside. Rutschman went after it. 1-1 the count. Tying run in the form of Gunner at second base. 1 down. Adley at the plate. A step off by Lorenzen. There's a disengagement for you. The 1-1 pitch is hit on the ground but foul. First base side down the line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We are in the bottom of the 5th, folks. If you're just tuning in, the Texas Rangers, a couple of runs on a pair of solo shots. The Orioles get their one on a solo shot by Anthony Santander. They have the tying run at second base with a 1 out in the form of Gunnar Henderson with Adley Rutschman at the plate and a 1-2 count. Michael Lorenzen on the mound. He is 63 pitches into his outing. And here comes that 1-2 pitch. And that is a called strike 3 on the inside edge. Adley is caught looking. 2 down. Ouch. Ouch. You hate to see Adley take a called strike 3 in an RBI spot like that. But Lorenzen made a nice pitch. It was inside all the way to the last moment, and a good frame job there by Jonah Heim as well. 2 down. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. He takes a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Come on, folks. Let's go. Man, I'm burning up out here. I need I got a napkin or something? Jeez. Crowd making noise at the ballpark. Your boy is sweating like a stuck pig. And this pitch is off the plate. 2-0 the count. 2-0 to Ryan O'Hearn. Brian Baker is getting loose for Baltimore, the right-hander. The 2-0 to O'Hearn is ball 3. Lorenzen tried to find the bottom of the zone. Does not get the call. Ryan O'Hearn with a 3-0 count. Come on, baby. We need a run. The 3-0 pitch. Swung on by O'Hearn, surprisingly, on a pitch that might have caught the zone, but only just. Very top of the zone, outside corner. And O'Hearn went after it. 3-1 the count. All right, be a little more selective on this one, Ryan. Be a little more selective. The 3-1 pitch. And Lorenzen steps off. Now, I can't remember if he stepped off the previous time when Rutschman was up or this AB. I think it was when Rutschman was on. So I believe that's just the one disengagement in this AB. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. A fastball, bottom of the zone, outer half of the plate. And the count has gone full. 2 down, full count, tying run at second base. Pitch number 70 from Lorenzen is on its way. Upstairs, ball 4. 2 on, 2 out. And folks, Anthony Santander's due up next. And here comes the pitching coach to have a chat, I believe. So let's get those taters up and get them up quick. We've got time. Folks, I want to see a potato famine in Charm City chat right now. We need a tater, and Tony is coming up. Let's go. By the way, I've had some intel. The Hat, I repeat, the Hat is warming up in his own bullpen right now. I'll be right back. All right, we are ready. And I'm sweating. Here we go. We got the taters up. Here we go. Tony at the plate, 2 on, 2 out, down by a run. The pitch is outside, and there goes, a throw back to second. Henderson back in with a slide. Risky move there by Jonah Heim to check the runner back at second from the catching position. 1-0 the count on Santander. Come on, buddy. The pitch is high. Oh, they call that a strike. Come on, Blue. Come on with that call. 1-1 the count. That ball was high. 1-1 pitch to Tony. Inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's no frame job that's going to help that pitch there, Jonah Heim. Come on. 2-1 on Anthony Santander, folks. The Orioles looking to at least tie the ball game. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at first. The pitch is way off the plate outside, and Lorenzen might be running out of gas here. 3-1 the count on Anthony Santander. 2 down, 2 on, bottom of the 5th. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. The bases are loaded for Heston Silent J. Kjerstad. All right, kid. You want a moment? You got it. The crowd is going crazy. Heston Kjerstad at the plate. Bases juiced with 2 down. The tying run 90 feet away. The pitch. Swung on and fouled away. A lot of Oriole fans are on their feet, and the ones that aren't are being told to get up. 0-1 the count on Kjerstad. Bases are loaded. The pitch is high. 1-1 the count. I tell you what, Kjerstad does not look too, what would you say, anxious at the plate. He looks nice and calm up there, and I like it. The 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Swung on and popped up to right field. Go back. Get back. This ball is gone. A grand salami from Silent J. Heston Kjerstad has taken a 2-1 deficit and turned it into a 5-2 lead with one swing of the bat. They're going crazy on a Saturday night in downtown Baltimore. Michael Lorenzen gives up the farm. A grand slam from Kjerstad. Don't you dare take him out of the lineup tomorrow. I don't care who's pitching. Actually, a lefty's on the mound tomorrow. He's probably not going to start. But I don't care. 4 men take a drink from the Homer hose. 5-2 Baltimore in the bottom of the 5th. Get some. Heston Kjerstad. High fives up and down the dugout. The kid. And there's a line drive by Westburg and a leaping grab by the left fielder. He left his feet to make that catch. Westburg nearly had extra bases. The inning is over. Your boy just had a heart attack on live stream. That ball just got out of here, touched by a fan in the first row of the bleachers, a leaping grab attempt by Hill at the wall. Kjerstad, that ball just kept going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. Hey, a callback. We go to the 6th. Orioles 5, Rangers 2. Oh, pure, wouldn't you love to have them? Yeah, no, you've already got a left-handed guy who's more known for his bat than his glove from us, DJ Stewart. You've already got him, Pure. Be happy with DJ Stewart, and we'll do our thing with Heston Kjerstad. How's that sound? That's a fair trade, right? No bye-bye birdie. Look, Jack, I'm sorry. If I'm gonna miss a bye-bye birdie, that's the one. I packed in a lot of information into that call. Come on, Jack. Are you actually going to now critique the home run call? We just had a grand slam, and Jack's reaction is, gee, you didn't say the thing. There is no pleasing Jack. Jack, I tell you what. I would not want to be your waiter at a restaurant. I can tell you that. All right, well, I'm joking back, Jack. That's why people are laughing. I'm joking back. You're ribbing me a little bit. I'm ribbing you back. This is what we do. If you're going to joke, you got to learn, it works both ways. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and listen to that home run call because, folks, off the bat, I wasn't sure. I was thinking that ball was hit too high and not far enough, and it was up in the air a long, long time. It just kept carrying out of here. Oh, doctor. Oh, I trust you, Jack. I trust you. You're not fun at parties. I believe you. We're good, Jack. We've come a long way. Remember, we've come a long way. We're fine. I'm just having a little fun. All right, folks. Top of the sixth. Adolis Garcia with Brian Baker now on the mound. Folks, Cade Povich is going to qualify for a win if we can hang on to this 3-run lead. Brian Baker out here. First pitch is fouled away. Baker is making his 8th appearance of the season. He's got an ERA of a flat 2, 1-0 record, 9 innings pitched. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Next pitch is off the plate, 1-1 on Adolis Garcia. Man, oh man, Heston Kjerstad. Wow, if he is going to be a part of a trade package, well, it's going to get the deal done, I'll tell you that. But now I'm kind of wanting him to stick around. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-2 the count on Garcia. Yeah, Dan, with Povich out of the game now, I would hope at least a couple of these relievers will have a 3-up, 3-down inning. Baker has been very good since getting called up, and your boy was not a big fan of his after last season. This pitch is fouled away, still 1-2 on Garcia. But hey, look, I'll say it when I'm wrong, or maybe that I, maybe didn't give somebody a chance to turn things around. If anybody, for me, that's probably Brian Baker, at least so far. Now, if he started to crap the bed, I'll probably be right back to where I was. This pitch is off the plate outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Garcia, leading off the top of the 6th. Yeah, I'm sweating out here. I am sweating this morning. This pitch is hit on the ground. Shortstop Henderson backs up on it, throws a hard one across to O'Hearn in time to retire Garcia. 1 away in the 6th. Orioles 5, Texas 2. Folks, we got a chance to add a game to our lead over the Yankees, who lost earlier today. 60 home runs in a month, an all-time franchise record, Jack. I do, Dan, but sometimes it's a little wonky, you know what I mean? This pitch is at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. I like to keep my aircon running at a certain, maybe not as cool as one would hope, and then have the fan on as well. Move the air around a little bit, because if you blast the AC here, because of the weather here, it can shut the AC down. This ball's hit hard by Langford, left center field. But Mullins is going to have the space to make the catch about 10, 15 feet in front of the track. 2 down in the 6th. Baker's gotten the first 2 batters he's faced. Just what we need. Sorry, folks. Again, this thing just jumps around on its own. It's very annoying. 5-2 Baltimore. Top of the 6th. 2 down for the Rangers with the bases empty, and now Robbie Grossman will bat from the left side against the righty Baker. He's 0 for 2 so far, and now make it 1 for 3 as this ball gets down and into the corner in right field. Santander will pick it up, and Grossman will glide in a second with a stand-up double. A 2-out double from Grossman. Again, this moves. Stop moving. Unbelievable. I mean, imagine if I'm not doing a live stream. I'm just trying to enjoy reading. Again, it jumps. It's just, imagine you're just trying to enjoy this webpage on your own time. And you're sitting here like, all right, let me look at this. And then it just moves. Nathaniel Lowe, 2 down, runner at second. First pitch to him is lifted in the air, left center. A long run for Mullins into the corner, and that ball got out of here. Wow, Nathaniel Lowe goes opposite field just into that front area of the bullpen at the 376 sign, just to the right of the splash zone. Every run in this game has been scored via the home run. 5-4 Baltimore now. Top of the 6th. It's never easy. Baker got the first 2 outs relatively easily and now has given up 2 runs to the last 2 batters. Now you got a switch hitter, Jonah Heim, at the plate. Here's a curveball. That one right down the middle when it got there. Luckily, though, Lowe gave up on it. Strike 1. Yeah, that pitch was up and away, and somehow Lowe just drove it out of there. Pretty impressive swing. This one is at the bottom of the zone for a called strike 2 to Heim. Bases empty, 2 down. The Rangers have gotten 2 back after the Orioles put 4 up in the bottom of the 5th. It is 5-4 Baltimore. We are only in the top of the 6th. A lot of time to go. Swing and a miss. And down goes Nathaniel Lowe. Down goes Jonah Heim. Nathaniel Lowe did not go down. He went up, way up, for a 2-run shot to get the Rangers back to within a run. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Orioles 5, Rangers 4. Hang on to your hats, folks. A long way to go. In fact, who was saying earlier something like, boy, these Oriole bats. I'm like, dude, hang in there. It's early. And we've scored the most runs in the league. Like, hold on. We play 9 innings for a reason now. All right. Is Jacob running? Yeah, Jacob. Folks, and let me do this for everybody watching right now. This is exactly what you do if you're ahead of me watching the ball game. Unfortunately, some days are better than others in this regard, but there is a way to work around it. If you're able to pause your game, if you're watching it on like satellite or whatever, the next out that you see in the ball game, just pause the game right when that out happens. Whether it's a strikeout, somebody's thrown out at first base, somebody catches a fly ball, it's an out. And when that out happens, just pause your game right there. And just wait a moment. I'm going to catch up. I'm going to make that same call. And as soon as I make the call, you unpause your game. And then you're synced up and ready to go for the rest of the night. Yeah, you might be a little bit behind the quote-unquote live experience, but everything is relative. If you're hanging out with me, it's still live. We're just a little bit behind, but we can sync it up and it won't make a difference to anybody, okay? I hope that makes sense. Have I already had 2 luckies? Man, I'm a fiend this morning. I am a fiend. Hey, there's Flo again. She's out camping. I guess these are going to be some of the new recruits for the next Flo. I don't know. I think Flo's trying to pass the torch on to somebody else. I am the live experience. That's what I do most of the time. All right, well, you're going to do it on here again tonight, right? That's the plan. We've still got the final 3 innings of this game to go, so plenty of time to get everything nice and situated before we get an outcome here. Oh, here are some of the Euro games tomorrow. England playing Slovakia, Spain against Georgia. England and Spain would be the heavy favorites in each of those matchups, I would assume. Colton cows are at the plate, folks. Hurry up and get a cow in the chat. Last time it took forever. Nicholas is already on top of it. Cowser takes a fastball top of the zone from Brock Burke, the lefty, out here. Strike 1 to Cowser. Next pitch looks like a slider that breaks low and off the plate outside. And the count is even up at 1-1. Cowser 0 for 2 so far tonight. He's struck out and grounded into a double play. Next pitch is hit in the air, left side, and it's going to hang up there for Langford. He's waiting, moves further to his right toward the foul line and makes the catch. 1 away. 1 away. All right. We're going to have to hopefully get one more AB from the milkman. Unless the Orioles, 2 things would have to happen for Cowser not to get a second at bat. And actually, one of those things means that the Orioles would need to win and not hit in the 9th inning. Otherwise, As long as anybody gets on base between now and the bottom of the 8th, he'll come up one more time. Mullins goes after the first pitch and pops it straight up. The catcher, Heim, just a few feet in front of the plate, makes the catch, and they are quickly 2 down here in the 6th. Brock Burke has come on and gotten 2 left-handed hitters out rather quickly. And now the number 9 hitter, Ramon Urias, will come in. Bottom of the order, not doing much so far tonight. 0 for 7 combined as Urias swings and misses. Urias had gotten into a good groove, but now he's 0 for his last 15. There's a called strike on the inside edge. And I tell you what, folks, if Urias gets into a funk again, it's time to call up Kobe Mayo. There, I said it. I said it. If Urias can't get through this, it's Mayo time. I'm sorry. It's time. 1-2 the count on Ramon. Hey, if you're on my team, I'm rooting for you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not rooting for you to fail. I'm just telling you what the deal is if you do. This one is hit on the ground, left side, and foul. Wenzel is over there at third base, which means Josh Smith, who was at third base to start the ball game, is at shortstop. I should have said that probably an hour ago. I apologize. Dane Dunning, a right-hander, getting loose for the Rangers. 2 down, nobody on, a 1-2 count on Ramon Urias. The pitch is hit on the ground, left side. Third baseman has it, Wenzel, across the diamond in time. And the Orioles go 1-2-3. Quickly and quietly, the bottom of the order is retired. They are tonight now 0 for 8 combined. All right. Was that the 7th inning stretch, by the way? Did I completely forget? Okay, no, that's the end of 6. My God, I thought I had forgotten about the cakes on the griddle. We go to the 7th now. 9-1-2 due up for the Rangers. And again, Corey Seager not in the game, or else he would be due up third in this coming inning. I get the reference there, Pro Picks. Uriah Heep. Folks, we got over 100 likes and over 200 people watching, but only less than half of you have hit the like button, if you don't mind. It's a very simple exercise, and I'm asking you out of kindness because it really does help up my channel. I'm running a pretty bare bones operation out here, not a whole lot of resources, but I'm still reaching a whole lot of people out there, and they seem to enjoy the content. So the best way for this channel to grow for now is with the help of people like you watching. All you got to do is tap that little thumbs up that's right at the bottom of your screen. It helps out the channel. And as I talk about it, more people are leaving than just hitting the like button. It's like, wait a minute. You're going to spin the commercial promoting your own channel rather than making me watch a commercial? I'm leaving. All right. I tell you what. The world is full of finicky people. There are a lot of finicky people out there. Just can't enjoy that free, consistent, top-notch quality Orioles coverage content. It's just too much for them to bear. I understand. I get it. Oh, Mr. Hyde, no, that won't be necessary. You're fine. You're just fine, just fine. So Leody Taveras is going to come on to pinch hit here for Derek Hill. And we have, Yenier Cano is out on the mound, folks. Cano. Here we go. It's Yenier Cano time. I wouldn't have thought he'd even be available tonight, to be perfectly honest with you. Let alone come in a high leverage situation like this. But here we go. It's going to be Taveras, this Pinch hitter, switch hitter from the left side against Cano to lead off the top of the 7th. 1-run ball game. The first pitch is in there for a called strike. That's right, top of the 7th. The 0-1 pitch is on the outside edge. Rutschman did his best to frame it, but doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next pitch is over the plate low, but swung on by Taveras and fouled back. Taveras helping out Cano there, chasing one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right, 1-2 the count on Taveras. Leading off the top of the 7th, the pitch. Way outside, 2-2. That's what I don't like to see from Cano. Pitches like that are so off the plate that the batter doesn't even have a reason to think about swinging. And now you got the count even. 2-2 pitch. Top of the zone, fouled back. Fought off by Taveras at 97 miles an hour. Cano's got the velocity. He's got the movement. It's just about the location. Especially when he gets ahead of a batter and then just throws one out over the plate. It makes you want to poke your own eyes out sometimes. 2-2 pitch. That one swung on right back up toward Cano. Through his legs, thankfully, because it goes straight to Gunnar Henderson, who makes the out. Folks, Yennier Cano nearly made himself get into trouble on a base hit right back up the chute. That one got him right through the 5-hole between the legs. Luckily, it didn't carry him off of him somewhere. Henderson was ready to back it up. He throws out Taveras. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Marcus Semien now at the plate. 0 for 3 so far tonight, and he looks at ball 1. 5-4 Baltimore, top of the 7th. 1 out for Texas. Nobody on. Check swing, and the home plate umpire calls it a strike either way. 1-1 the count. Oh, I might need to refresh my game, too. I got to think about that. This one's off the plate outside. Oh, I know it. I can feel it coming. I got to do it between the next out. 2-1 the count on Semien. Please don't let my game drop out. The pitch. Off the plate, but a check swing. It's a called strike. I think it's just called a strike. That's the second one, a little bit off the outside that Cano is given the strike on. I mean, keep going back there if they're going to give you that pitch. That is not a strike. The 2-2 goes inside this time, and Semien fouls it off. Still 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 7th, 5-4 Baltimore. All right, Sands, you're coming, you're going, you're coming, you're going. No need to let me know. Kind of in the middle of something here. The 2-2 pitch to Marcus Semien is swung on, hit on the ground, and nice pick by Arias at third. He throws in time, and Semien is retired. 2 down in the 7th. Yes, Sands, it's the 7th. I've been giving you the entire information, like in every at-bat, like twice or 3 times over. Are you listening? Stop typing and listen. I promise you'll get all the info you need. Well, then sleep. You're doing more typing than anyone else in chat and sleeping at the same time. I don't know how you pull it off. Wenzel at the plate, 2 down. And there's a called strike. We are in the top of the 7th. 5-4 Baltimore, 2 down, bases empty, and an 0-1 count on Davis Wenzel with Yennier Cano on the mound. Everybody caught up? Great. The 0-1 pitch to Wenzel. is a called strike two. I mean, folks, if you're listening to a professional radio broadcast, they're not going to give you more information than I am. Just hang in there and I'll fill you in. Jeez. 0-2 the count, 2 down, nobody on. The pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt, a slider. Wenzel would not chase. Wenzel's hitting just 146 in limited action. Again, he came on to replace Corey Seager. It looks to have severely injured his wrist on a hit by pitch. Here comes the next one. A slider swung on and missed. Cano strikes out Wenzel. And this inning is over. 7th inning stretch time in Baltimore, folks. The Orioles have the lead. It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in chat. And if you need to go to sleep, then just go to sleep. We got a ball game going here, folks. All right. All right. A 1-2-3 from Cano, don't you know? Get him on the griddle. Get him on the griddle. I need a lucky. Hey, do you mind, mods, if I check in with you? I've not seen a whole lot of Rob or Janet or, excuse me. We got any mods here? Card crazed around? I think Card might have said they're not around tonight. Oh, hey, Janet, how you doing? Just checking in. Just making sure. Janet's all over it. Janet, do you need, are you feeling a little bit overwhelmed tonight? Is everything okay? Oh, I forgot. Refresh. Refresh the stream. Refresh the stream. Quickly and quickly and quickly. All right. All right, no problems. Janet's got this. Folks, Janet is a boss. Do not mess with Miss Janet. All right, folks. 7th inning stretch time is wrapping up. Leody Taveras will stay in the ballgame after pinch hitting for Derek Hill and will take over in center field. Although I got to tell you, Derek Hill looked pretty good out there in center tonight. Made a couple of fine plays. All right. The Orioles are going to send up. Who do we got? Is it Adley first? And the lefty, Burke. What's that name? Brock Burke. He's still going to be out here. You got Rutschman coming up, and then the lefty O'Hearn due up after that. Then another switch hitter. Then another lefty. There's no pure right-handed hitter until you get all the way down to Jordan Westburg. So I guess the Rangers are going to try to get as much out of their lefty. Oh, it is Gunnar at the plate. Holy Toledo. What am I doing here? Get over here. The first pitch to Gunnar is lined in right at the second baseman, Simeon. On a bounce, he throws to first. Gunnar retired on one pitch. Gosh darn it. I didn't get to the sub-screen in time. Oh, I forgot about the poll. Let me do that real quick. Uh-oh. Has Sands gotten himself into trouble? Boy, you could almost feel it coming. Everything was working fine, Sands. What are you doing? You just keep pushing the button more and more? Everything was fine. Come back and try it again next time, all right? Adley Rutschman at the plate. First pitch to him is right down Broadway for strike one. All right, I guess I'll just ask. Next pitch is up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Would you like me to call the All-Star game? Will you attend? I'm throwing 2 questions in at the same time. This one's fouled back by Rutschman. And the count now 1-2 on Adley. Baltimore 5, Texas 4. We are in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out. Nobody on. Uh-oh. What did that do? That took away everybody's chat. Questions. What am I looking for here? There we go. 1-2 pitch is up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Rutschman. That's not a poll. Whoops. I did the wrong thing. Sorry. I stink. I'll try it again. The pitch is upstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Folks, look. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Trying to call a ball game, smoke a cigarette, and start a poll at the same time. I feel like a Dr. Seuss character playing 25 instruments at once. We've got a full count. The pitch is up and away for ball 4. Rutschman takes a 1-out walk. Let's try it again. There is going to be a pitching change here. Bruce Bochy making his way out to the pitcher's mound. I'll even say try to attend. That way you don't feel committed. All right, we've got a commercial break. A pitching change is on its way. I think they're going to go to a righty here. I'm not sure. Ryan Mountcastle has been called on to pinch hit. So there you go. Ryan Mountcastle with the lefty on the mound was called to pinch hit, and that forces Bochy to make a move to go to a right-hander. It's going to be Dane Dunning. All right, maybe we look at some out-of-town scores while this is happening. Final in 10, Braves over the Pirates 2-1. The Astros defeated the Mets 9-6. Seattle in 10 innings with a 3-2 win over the Twins. 6-6 ball game in the bottom of the 6th between the Dodgers and Giants. And then everything else is not happening right now. We've got a few games out west. Tigers at the Angels. Twins. Is this today or tomorrow? Okay, that other final score might have been from last night, so I apologize. Forget about that Twins. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that an active score? No. Okay, so that was yesterday? Sorry. Again, I'm having trouble with the Yahoo out-of-town scores. We got one game to worry about right now, and one other game that we already know what happened. The Yankees lost earlier today. Wow, I can see there's already activity up here on this screen. We need to head back down here now. Ryan Mountcastle is going to be coming up here in just a moment. First pitch to Mountie is inside, ball 1. Here we go. Lock in, folks. Rutschman at first base, 1 out. The Orioles ahead by 1. They want more. Mountcastle hitting .272, 11 homers, 40 driven in. Pinch hitting for Ryan O'Hearn. He takes low and away. 2-0 the count. 2-0 the count. And the wave is going on. Boy, we're going retro. We got a wave going on around the ballpark. 2-0 on Mountie. Here comes the pitch. That one is swung on and missed. A sinker at the bottom of the zone from Dane Dunning. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's right. Let's get him into the All-Star game. Why not? The pitch. Swung on, grounded, through the left side, a base hit. Mountcastle with a single. Rutschman has to stop at second on that ball hit in the left. 2 on, 1 out. And now, with this rally officially cooking, we're back over here. And folks, hell, we might hit 1,400 tonight if you guys are in the mood. The subs are flying in. And folks, for all the people that have subbed up tonight, thank you so much. Welcome aboard. You won't regret it. We've got almost a full half season and a postseason left to go. This is the place you want to be for Orioles coverage. Get those taters up, folks. Anthony Santander. First pitch to him is just a bit inside for ball 1. Santander got the scoring started for the Orioles tonight with a line drive home run. Since then, he's walked. He has scored twice tonight. 2 on, 1 out. 5-4 Baltimore in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch is inside, 2-0. 2-0. Dunning is going to have to come in here at some point. The 2-0 pitch is hit foul. Well, no, it's going to be maybe dropping down and down for fair ball. It'll bounce up into the crowd for a ground rule double, which means Adley Rutschman will score. Mountcastle moves to third base. He's unable to score because of the ground rule. Not sure if he would have been able to one way or another, but Anthony Santander with a huge double to give the Orioles another run. 6-4 now. Still only 1 out with 2 runners in scoring position. Santander opposite field. That ball got over the left fielder's head and bounced up into the crowd. All right. Heston Kjerstad is going to be walked intentionally. How about that respect? With 1 out, 2nd and 3rd, Heston Kjerstad is given first base. We've got the bases juiced. And folks, I'm looking at the early results of my poll. All right. I'll call the All-Star game then. It's not going to be a great call, as I talk about a lot of players that I haven't been following all season. Jordan Westburg coming up to the plate. Who's in the mood for another salami? 1 out, bases loaded. Westy 1 for 3 so far tonight. The pitch is fouled right there at the plate off of Heim, who goes down, and he's going to need some time to recover after that foul ball. It'll probably be another minute before we see another pitch. Once again, folks, we are in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Rangers were out in front until the Orioles stormed back. The big hit, a Heston Kjerstad grand slam. The Rangers immediately fought back to within 1 with a 2-run shot from Nathaniel Lowe to make it 5-4. But now the Orioles have a run in and 3 on with 1 out. The pitch swung on and missed. And that ball had plenty of the plate. It was a slider, though, and I guess Westburg thought he saw a heater coming at him. 0-2 the count. The next pitch swung on and missed. Westburg chased a bad one low. 1 out with the bases loaded. Westburg strikes out. 2 down now. Well, at least with that result, walking Kjerstad looks pretty smart on the Rangers' part. But hey, we got one more chance to do something. Let's see what Colton Cowser can do. First pitch is a curveball low, folks. We need a whole herd of cattle. The 1-0 is a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Once again, folks, we're on the sub-screen because a major rally is going on. If you're just tuning in, it's 6-4 Baltimore with the bases loaded, 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Colton Cowser at the plate with a 1-1 count. The next pitch from Dane Dunning is swung on and missed. A changeup at the bottom of the zone. And Cowser's behind in the count, 1-2. The crowd is making noise here at the yard. A packed house here on a Saturday night in downtown Baltimore. A 1-2 to Cowser is coming from Dane Dunning. Here it is. And it's hit foul off of the left foot or lower leg there of Cowser. He will get a chance to shake that off for a sec. Tell you what, though, that slight pause in the action isn't stopping this crowd. They are not letting up. They want to see these bases cleared. They are loaded right now with 2 down. A 1-2 count to Cowser. Here it is. Hit in the air, foul off to the left. We'll do it again. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul again. Cowser hanging in there. Hanging in. Oh, you can see Cal Jr. there in soft focus, sitting there in the front row behind Cowser. And now a look at a couple of very interesting Oriole fans in the splash zone. Man, look at the yard. It is packed. It is packed, baby. Come on, Cowser. It's time for the dramatic 1-2 the count. 2 down. Bases loaded. The pitch is inside. 2-2. Cowser had to dance out of the way. That pitch inside, backing Cowser off. I would look out over the plate on the outside here. That felt like a setup pitch. 2-2 the count. Look outer half, Colton. Look outer half. The pitch is low, and on the outer half, he grounds it to first. Low flips it to Dunning, covering the bag, and the inning is over. The Orioles leave the bases loaded. But they do get an insurance run. And Anthony Santander ground rule double, scoring Adley Rutschman, makes it Orioles 6, Rangers 4 as we head to the 8th. Oh, boy. All right, 43 of you have voted, and I will take you up on the offer, folks, and mark it down. I'll call the damn... Your boy needed 3 days to rest his voice. Are you sure about this? Don't you want this voice nice and rested for the second half of the season? But I will say is, we got a day off on Monday. We got a day off the Monday after that. In fact, we've only played, I think, 2 Monday games between now and the second half of August. We've got something like 5 of the next 7 Mondays off. So at least I'm going to have a little bit of time to rest the voice once a week, it would seem. So fine. You want it, you got it. I'll call the All-Star game. I will let me just say this, just to put myself out in front. When I do call the All-Star game, it won't be with the same amount of intensity. It's going to be more of a relaxing affair. a relaxing affair. We'll keep the focus on our Orioles, I guess. Okay, it looks like 3, 4, and 5 are going to be due up here for the Rangers. And Jacob Webb has been listed. Jacob Webb is now going to come out here and try and get everyone out in the 8th inning, take it to the 9th for Craig Kimbrell, assuming he's available. Robert, I got it right here. Jacob Webb. There it is on your screen. He's coming in right now. Perez might be getting loose. There might be a reason to bring him in later in the inning if need be to get a left-handed bat out. But for now, they're going to go to Webb. It makes sense. 2 of the next 3 hitters bat from the right side, Garcia and Langford. Smith, the only lefty in these first 3 batters. And then Grossman hits lefties way better than righties, so it's good to have a righty out there for him. So, yeah, we needed a righty for this inning, despite the first batter hitting from the left side. And there you go. First pitch of the inning is a breaking ball that tails back over the outside corner for a called strike to Josh Smith. So Jacob Webb making his 40th appearance of the season, 2.78 ERA. Has an 0-1 count. And this one is drilled to right field down into the corner, and that ball is going to be foul. Wow. Oh, my God. I thought that was at least a double off of the scoreboard. Josh Smith just unable to keep that ball fair down the right field line. That was trouble and a half. Just went foul. 0-2 the count. Ryan Mountcastle into the ball game playing first base, taking over for O'Hearn. The 0-2 to Smith is way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scared me, Robert. Scared me too. It was as close as I described. The 1-2 is up and away again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the leadoff man here in the top of the 8th, the Orioles. I mean, in general, you don't want to let anybody on base, but particularly here with a 2-run ball game, you just want to try to keep that tying run from coming up. This one's fouled back, straight back to the screen, behind home plate. The count is 2-2. Still. Call the All-Star game together? Huh? That's an idea. I'll talk to Pure about it. 2-2 pitch is outside. 3-2 the count. In fact, that might even be a better idea. I should just be a guest so I have less responsibilities. And more chances to be humorous. Payoff pitch. Popped up. Left field. Kowser's waiting, and he's got it. 1 away in the 8th. Start counting down the outs. We need 5 more. Adolis Garcia is up next. So Webb gets that lefty out, and now a couple of righties. Due up. Garcia 1 for 3 tonight. He had a double off of Povich. First pitch to him is a breaking ball left up, and luckily only fouled away here by Garcia. That pitch was hanging up there. 0-1 the count. One out, bases empty. Top of the 8th, the pitch. Swing and a miss. A sweeper and a beauty from Webb that just broke off the outside corner. Garcia could not get to it. Stop bouncing around my damn web page. I mean, God. The next pitch is upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Adolis Garcia. The 1-2 is another sweeper off the plate. This one too far off for Garcia to chase, and the count is even up at 2-2. And Garcia asks for time, readjusts his batting gloves. And he steps back into the box. One down in the top of the eighth. Base is empty. 2-2 count on Garcia. The pitch is lifted in the air and pretty deep to left. Cows are back toward the bullpen area, and that ball is gone. Another home run in the ball game, and we're back to a one-run lead. That's what Garcia does. He's got a lot of power in that bat, and if you leave one out over the plate for him, he will make you pay. How big is that run in the previous half inning now? But then we might wonder later, how big was it that we didn't score more? My goodness, one down in the top of the eighth. Wyatt Langford, the batter, and he takes inside for ball one. Ball one to Langford. 1 for 3 so far tonight. The next pitch is fouled away off to the right. That was a sweeper that was up. All right, folks, hang in there. We got a 1-1 count on Langford. The pitch, low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls and 1 strike, folks. Just a friendly reminder, folks, if you're just tuning in, you might be watching along and say, you're way behind what I'm watching. Well, please, no spoilers in the chat, and there is a way to work around your problem. Just pause the game on the next out. Let me catch up, and then unpause your game. This ball's hit in the right center. Should be playable. Mullins is waving off Santander, and he makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down in the eighth. The Orioles clinging to a 1-run lead. Going to the England game today. Well, when are you got to sleep between now and then? How are you going to fit in the sleep? You got a lot on your plate, sir. 2 down. Robbie Grossman, the batter, batting from the left side against Webb, and he looks at a called strike right in there, a changeup at 85 miles an hour. Grossman is 1 for 3. He doubled in the 6th, and he scored. All right, well, have a safe trip. This pitch is outside, 1-1 the count. Top of the eighth, 6-5 Orioles. Rangers at the plate with 2 out, nobody on. A 1-1 count to Grossman. Jacob Webb. Next pitch is low. 2 balls, 1 strike. They have yet to show any activity going on in the Oriole bullpen right now. The 2-1 is swung on a miss. 2-2 the count. 1 more strike for Webby to keep this lead. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. The pitch. High, ball 3. Way, way high from Webb. If he wanted to try to get Grossman a chase, he needs to keep that ball down a little bit. Full count. Payoff pitch is outside, ball 4. The tying run has been walked with 2 down in the inning. And the lefty low is up. They better have a lefty ready. Perez better be ready. If not, Aiken. And indeed, it is C&L Perez who looks ready to come into the ball game, and here he comes. All right, folks. As I assumed, if we got all the way to low, we're probably going to go with Webb. But now that low, the lefty's coming up. It's time to get that lefty out there and get this last out. We've got a break in the action. The Orioles hanging on to a 1-run lead. It is our Bell Atlantic call to the bullpen. I guess this is a good time to just go over all the scoring plays so far tonight. The Rangers got it started in the top of the first, a solo home run off of Cade Povich by Corey Seager. In the bottom of the second, the Orioles tied it up with a solo shot of their own from Anthony Santander. The Rangers regained the lead 2-1 on a home run by Derek Hill in the top of the fifth. And then the Orioles went nuts. A grand slam by Kjerstad in the bottom of the fifth to give us a 5-2 lead. Another home run, this time from Texas. A 2-run shot in the very next half inning, top of the sixth, made it 5-4. The Orioles then got an insurance run on an Anthony Santander double to make it 6-4. And that insurance paid off because in the top of the eighth, yet another home run. That Santander double is the only scoring play of the night that is not via the home run. It has been insane. 1, 2, 3, 4 home runs for Texas. 1, 2, only 2 for the Orioles. 6 home runs between the two teams. All right. Cionel Perez coming on out. That's right. Silent J. Not silent tonight. Cade Kjerstad hit a ball a cajillion miles. Thank you, Robert. It's Robert's catchphrase, everybody. I don't know, Robert. I'm looking at the scoring summary. It would appear the Rangers are the home run dependent team tonight. Perez is making his 26th appearance of the season. Here we go. Lefty on lefty against Nathaniel Lowe, who hit that 2-run homer his last time up. He goes after the first pitch and fouls it back. Runner at first. That is the tying run for Texas. There are 2 out in the top of the eighth. Lowe at the plate. 0-1 count. Perez coming in here just to get this one out. That's the hope. The pitch. That one's hit into left field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. An opposite field single by Lowe. Not hit all that hard, but hit into an area where there was nobody around. That'll keep the inning going, push the tying run into scoring position, and the go-ahead run on base. Sands, there's no plans to do that, but we'll see how it goes. I only learned today that we're playing the Mets. I did not realize that this sort of schedule baseball's been using the past few years means that we play every team in the league. I think that's ridiculous. I don't mind having a year or 2 off from facing a team. It makes those matchups all the more special. We got a meeting out on the mound here with Drew French, talking with Adley Rutschman and Cionel Perez. Travis Jankowski has taken over to pinch run at second base for Robbie Grossman. He is the tying run with 2 down. Jonah Heim is at the plate. He will bat from the right side, switch hitter, against the lefty Perez. The Orioles ahead by 1 run. The Rangers are knocking on the door, though. Big at-bat in the ball game here. Perez has the sign. The first pitch is a breaking ball, check swing, a foul ball by Heim. I'll take that strike. 0-1 the count. Oh, for God's sakes. I tell you what with this thing. The next pitch to Heim is way high, about neck high. 97 miles an hour for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 on, 2 out. Perez's next pitch after he checks the runner at second. Here it is. And a swing and a miss on a pitch. Oh, did he foul it away? Heim got a piece of it. Either way, it's strike 2, and that ball was above the zone. He went after it. 2 strikes, 2 down, and the crowd is making noise. One strike away from protecting this lead. The 1-2 to Jonah Heim. Here it comes. Breaking ball, swung on, hit in the air, right center, pretty deep. Mullins is on the track. He makes the catch. He makes the catch. Jonah Heim nearly reaches the seats. Can of corn, my foot. That pitch, that ball just stayed in the yard for us. Folks, we go to the bottom of the eighth. We're still ahead 6-5. My God, where's the Tylenol? Holy Toledo. 8-9-1 due up for Baltimore. Gunner's going to get one more at bat at least tonight. Good Lord. I've reached my limit of luckies. My coffee has run dry. That's it. I got nothing. Nothing in the way of sustenance. Just going to have to rely on my own adrenaline here. The entire chat room is ahead. Well, you know, for a guy with not a whole lot of bells and whistles to his channel, and unfortunately behind everybody, 3,600 views and over 220 people tuning in at the moment. Not doing too bad for myself. Wait till I do get everything worked out. I can't wait. All-Star break can't get here fast. That's another reason why I probably shouldn't do the All-Star game, because, folks, I really need to spend that off time working on the background stuff for this channel. I'm going to try to get a new laptop, maybe a couple of other things, and I need some practice to work with a new software and do some like trial streams that won't be viewed by the public, of course. But yeah, I don't know. I got to think about it. I want to do it because you guys want me to do it, but I got to be realistic. I'm going to try to do it. I want to fit everything in. Should I visit America soon? I would wait till at least after November there, Sands. If at all. That's just my opinion. All right. Cedric Mullins is at the plate. First pitch to him is a strike. Dane Dunning is out here for another inning of work. It'll be the 8-9-1 hitters due up. Mullins goes to left field with the next pitch, and Langford is going to have time to chase it down out there as he drifted farther toward the foul pole out there in left field. And one out here quickly in the bottom of the eighth. We need another insurance run, please. The bottom of the order has not gotten it done tonight, even if you include Westburg's hit. It is 1 for 14 at the bottom of the order. Here's Ramon Urias. He takes low for ball one. Next pitch is swung on and missed. A slider. Waved at by Urias. Hey, thank you, Shane. There's a called strike to Urias. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gunnar Henderson is on deck. He will get one more plate appearance. This one's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Lemon. Urias' average is starting to decline back down. He's at 219 at the moment. The 2-2 is swung on and just got a piece of that one to stay alive. Fouled at the plate. Or was it 2-1 on that pitch? Your boy's running out of gas tonight. He's trying to keep enough of that energy left in the tank to see this victory through. The pitch is low. Okay, we got a full count. We've got a full count for Ramon Urias. The crowd has been loud all night long. Very proud of this turnout tonight. Pitch. Swung on. Ground ball. Hit softly to short. And Smith, who moved over to play short, will make the play. Urias grounds out. 2 down. Gunnar Henderson due up. We go over here. And a final push. I don't know. That's a lot to ask. But, man, so close to 1,400, folks. It's only a matter of time, and then we're counting down that final 100 for that 15. I'm saying it now. We are on pace. We're back on pace to get to 1,500 by the All-Star break. Gunnar Henderson, first pitch is outside, ball 1. Gunnar has reached base to keep that streak alive. 1 for 4 tonight. 2 down. The pitch is right down the middle. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Base is empty. The Orioles ahead by 1. Craig Kimbrell is out there chatting with a couple of coaches. This pitch is over the plate but low to Gunnar. 2-1 the count. Oh, that's right. It is Gunnar's birthday today, right? I totally forgot to mention that while on air. This one is fouled back. Folks, confirmation on that. It is Gunnar's birthday today. So what is he, 23? Has he turned 23 today? 2-2 the count on him. The pitch is swung on and lined. Base hit in the right field. Gunnar Henderson. It's all he does. That wasn't a moonshot. That wasn't hit all that hard. But he found the space out of reach of the second baseman in the right field for a 2-out single. And that'll get Adley Rutschman up for one more chance. Hey, Gunnar, let's run. Although Jonah Heim, he is one of the better defensive catchers. Heim's got a pretty good cannon. First pitch to Adley is low for ball 1. All right, folks. We need that insurance. Adley can provide it. 0 for 2 tonight, but he's also walked twice. 6-5 Baltimore. Bottom of the 8th. 2 down. Gunnar at first. Adley at the plate. The 1-0 is outside. 2-0. Way off the plate. Hitters count for Rutschman. Runners count for Gunnar. The 2-0. Taken inside for ball 3. All right, Gunnar, stay put on this one. Adley might walk and just push it a second anyway without the risk. Got a 3-0 count here. The next pitch, right down Broadway. 3 balls, 1 strike. Happy 23rd birthday to Gunnar Henderson. He's only got about another 14, 15 years of baseball left in him. The 3-1 pitch is low and in for ball 4. Ball 4. 2-out rally time here in the bottom of the 8th. Gunnar and Adley are on at first and second. Second and first, respectively. And that should bring up Brian Mountcastle here, who came in to pinch hit for Ryan O'Hearn the last time through the order. All right, folks. Come on. We want more, don't we? We want more. Sub number 1390 once more. They just need to check on in and let us know. Jonah Heim having a chat with Dane Dunning out on the mound. Robertson, another righty for the Rangers, is out there in the bullpen. And here comes Bruce Bochy. Was that all to buy some time to go to Robinson here to face Mountcastle? It would appear to be the case. I don't think Bochy's making this slow walk without making a move. All right, pitching change here in the bottom of the 8th. We'll bring you back on over to the scoreboard page here for a minute. Ryan Mountcastle is due up, and coming in to replace Dane Dunning is, I believe, David Robertson, if it's the same Robertson that I know, former Yankee, amongst other places. Let's see what's shaking around the league here. See, these are all finals from, I don't know what it, see, these are older finals. I need to go, you know what I need to do? Let me go back over here to just the regular, just give me this. Okay, 6-6 tie between the Giants and the Dodgers. Everything else today is final or coming up a little bit later. Diamondbacks shut out the A's 3-0. The Nats all over the Rays 8-1. The Braves edge of the Pirates 2-1. Padres crushed the Red Sox 11-1. Astros 9-6 over the Mets. Guardians, after losing a few in a row since leaving town, they pick up a win against the Royals. Cubs over the Brewers 5-3. The Blue Jays beat up on the Yankees 9-3. The Fish, they edge out the Phillies 3-2. The Reds over the Cardinals 9-4, and the White Sox in a battle of who's worse with an 11-3 win over the Rockies. All right, those are your out-of-town scores. I'll just be going there from now on. I can't trust this banner up here for much. Here's some additional information. Home plate umpire tonight, Manny Gonzalez, 90 degrees at the start of the ball game. Not a whole lot of wind. There's your current standings. The Orioles 2 games above the Yankees in the loss column, and will make it a full 1-game lead with a win tonight. Should they lose, though, they're still in first place, but we're not going to allow that to happen, are we? David Robinson is on to face Ryan Mountcastle. Let me bring him back down over here. First pitch to Mountie is in there for a called strike right down the middle. Mountcastle came on to pinch hit and got a base hit back in the 7th, so he's 1 for 1 tonight. First and second, 2 down. The 0-1 pitch is way outside, 1-1. Amongst active relievers, Robertson is 4th in strikeouts all time. Kimbrell, Aroldis Chapman, and Kenley Jansen, the only ones ahead. Here's a nub shot to the right side. A diving stop by Simeon over to first just in time. Wow. Ryan Mountcastle had a cue shot off the bottom of the bat. It nubbed its way slowly, and Simeon didn't even field it cleanly. It sort of bounced out of his glove a bit, but the ball stayed within arm's reach. He made a nice recovery and was able to throw out Mountcastle to end the inning. Folks, we are going to the top of the 9th, and we're going to ask Craig Kimbrell to do 2 nights in a row what he had not yet done until last night, which is to come into a game with just a 1-run lead and get a save. I felt like that might have been the case without knowing for sure, but I did confirm it after last night's game. When Kimbrell came in for that save with a 1-run lead, that's the first time this year he was able to do that. Let's hope he can make it 2 nights in a row. Who is coming up? It should be the 9-1 and the 9-1 and 2 hitters. That would be Leody Taveras, Marcus Semien, and then not Corey Seager, Davis Wenzel. Also, the Rangers have already used 3 players off of their bench. And if you're not going to include their backup catcher, I'm thinking they might only have one other potential pinch hitter to use if they wanted to. So in all likelihood, these are the guys they're going to face. Taveras, Semien, and Wenzel. Maybe they pinch hit for Wenzel with 2 down in the 9th if it gets to that point. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Come on, Kimmy. Come on, Kimmy. Folks, the hat has been sitting on standby all night long. How do you feel about it? I really do want the Orioles to do everything they can to win without the help of the hat. But, man, we got a tough call on this one. I feel like if I put on the hat, then it's like me saying I don't trust Craig Kimbrell, and I feel like that's not a good thing. I'll put it this way, folks. There could be a moment at some point during this next half inning that I do put on the hat. But for now, it stays put. Craig Kimbrell. Let's do it. Taveras will lead it off. Switch hitter. Lots of speed. Not too much pop. Here we go. Kimbrell leans in for the sign. First pitch here in the ninth to Taveras is a swing and a miss on the fastball. Just 93, but good enough. 0-1 the count on Taveras. Next pitch. That's a knuckle curve over the plate but low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cannot afford to issue any free passes here. You got to attack every hitter. Trust in your stuff. The 1-1. And there's a called strike. A beauty of a knuckle curve that broke over the outside corner at the bottom of the zone. I mean, you're not swinging at that unless you got 2 strikes. And even then, you might give up on it. As Taveras calls for time. 1-2 the count. Kimbrell leans in again. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and popped foul behind the plate. We'll do it again. Folks, no matter the outcome of the ball game, just to let you know, there'll be some post-game wrap-up one way or another. No need to run away. 1-2 is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Come on, Kimmy. Got to put him away now. No more waste pitches. 2-2 the count. The pitch. Low and in on the knuckle curve. Not even close. Taveras did not even have to think about offering. And the count has gone full. Careful, my friend. You're a little quick on that comment. A little quick. The payoff pitch coming. Way off the plate. What was that? Ball 4. The leadoff man has been walked, and he's a very speedy runner. Oh, boy. Marcus Semien, and now back to the top of the order. Semien 0 for 4 tonight. First pitch. There goes the runner. The throw down is not going to be in time. Whoa, look out. Westburg trying to slap a tag down, thinking Taveras came off the bag. But, folks, you knew that was happening. That's why he can't walk him. You basically gave up a leadoff double in a one-run ball game by doing what you did there, Craig. You basically gave up a leadoff double in a one-run ball game by walking the number 9 hitter. What are you doing? 1-0 the count on Semien. This one is fouled back, 1-1. Folks, I don't know if my heart can take it. We might just have to wrap things up with the sub screen up because I don't want any information coming out. 1390 in the house, folks. Hang with me now. Nobody out in the top of the ninth. The Rangers have the tying run at second base. 1-1 count on Semien. The pitch. Upstairs. 2-1 the count. 2-1 the count. Kimbrell in the stretch position. The pitch. Swung on, popped up. This is going to be playable for Kjerstad, and it's not going to allow the runner at second to go anywhere. 1 out in the inning on a fly ball to relatively shallow left field. Simeon retired. And, folks, not that I wish any harm to Corey Seager, but I'm very happy to say he is not coming up to hit in the spot that he normally would be. It's going to be up to this kid, Wenzel, to do something here. 1 out. Do not be all finesse with this guy. Step off by Kimbrell. He looks Tavares back to second base, and that is probably a smart move. Because with 1 down, the Rangers are probably thinking, man, if we could just get Tavares to third, we can tie up the ball game without a hit. Here comes the pitch. There's one in there for a called strike. Wenzel with a, not even a check swing, just a little wave of the bat. Wenzel is 0 for 1. He struck out in his only AB. He is 143 average on the season. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. The knuckle curve. He chased it. Apparently a foul tip according to the umpire. Either way, the count now is no balls and 2 strikes. 6-5 Baltimore. Top of the 9th. The 0-2 pitch is swung on line, is snared by the second baseman, Westburg. Oh, Dr. Jordan Westburg just saved a pitch. Saved a hit, I should say. That was a screamer off the bat, a low liner, and Westburg snares it. He even had the wherewithal to quickly check on second to see if there might be a play there. 2 down in the inning. I repeat, 2 down in the inning. It is Josh Smith. First pitch to him is inside for ball 1. And folks, Adolis Garcia is on deck. Smith is 0 for 4 tonight. 1-0 the count. Tying run at second, 2 down in the 9th. The pitch. Inside again, 2-0. Kimbrell, are you actually thinking about putting the go-ahead run on to face Garcia? I don't know if that's a good move. Even though you got a lefty here and a righty next. 2-0 the count. Careful now. Up and away, 3-0. I don't think Kimbrell wants to pitch to Josh Smith. He's 0 for 4 tonight. You got Garcia, who's got a home run already on deck and a double. I don't understand the pitch around if that's the play. The 3-0 pitch is, wow. On a 3-0 pitch, Kimbrell nearly hit a batter, but he swung at it. That ball nearly hit Smith on the thigh. 3-1 the count. The pitch. Oh, come on. He caught the edge. Kimbrell caught the top of the zone on the inside edge, but doesn't get the call. What a game we got going on. Brandon Hyde is barking. My, oh my, what a tough break there. That could have been the end of the damn ball game. That could have been the end of the damn ball game. Or was it 3-1? I'm sorry. Either way, I'm upset. Here comes Garcia. Drew French is out to have a chat with the rest of the Oriole infield. Garcia is coming up to hit. And the best thing to do, folks, is just to make him overswing. I'd either probably start, if I'm throwing him a first pitch fastball, it's going to be above the zone out of reach. If I'm throwing him a first pitch knuckle curve, I want it to break low and away a little bit off the plate and see if he's out in front, looking for that fastball. I'd probably go knuckle curve here, but try to clip that bottom outside corner of the zone and set the tone for this at-bat, because I think Garcia wants to sit on a fastball if he can get it. 2 on, 2 out in the ninth. The meeting on the mound is over. We're ready to go. Garcia at the plate. Kimbrell on the mound. 1-run ball game. The pitch. In the dirt. It's that knuckle curve, but not well pitched because it started low and it was easy for him to lay off that pitch. 1-0 the count. The pitch. That one is swung on and missed. Back to the knuckle curve. Might have been a foul tip once more. 1-1 the count. Again, 2 pitches without throwing the fastball to Garcia. If you're going to throw the heat, make sure it is off the plate. Try to get him to chase one. 1-1 pitch. There's the fastball, and it's popped up. Popped up. Santander's under it, and this game is over. The Baltimore Orioles walk a tightrope for 3 hours. A 3-hour tightrope of a ball game. The Orioles with the win. 4 straight victories. 3 straight against the Rangers, who took 3 straight from us back in October. I know we'd rather trade those 3 for these 3, but hey, it's a new season, a new objective, and we are setting the tone here with these Rangers. Heston Kjerstad with the big swing of the ball game, a grand salami. Without that, you're looking at a 5-2 Ranger ball game. Unbelievable, and I do believe, let's see, they came back. Yeah, Cade Povich gets the win, folks. Cade Povich gets the win. In fact, I'm going to go back over to the ESPN page to look at the rest of the information that's much better presented for me. Folks, come on, Charm City. Let me hear you. Gotta love it. Hey, one super chat tonight or a super sticker for your boy. That might go a long way if you're in the mood. If anybody's feeling generous, you can always help out the channel with a small donation. Just $1 lets me know you enjoyed tonight's presentation. Cade Povich with the win. His first in the bigs. Lorenzen with the loss. Kimbrell with the save. My goodness. Yeah, you got to give the player of the game to Kjerstad with that grand slam. He also walked twice. So he's showing some patience at the plate. We need this kid in the middle of the heart of that order. I love it. The bottom of the order really didn't get it done tonight, but somehow we're still able to work around that. Povich again. He didn't walk anybody. That's good. 5 hits, couple of runs, 3 strikeouts. Baker did not have a good outing. That's his first bad outing since his call-up. But, hey, Cano came in, got an inning of work without a hit. I think he gave up at least 1 walk, though, right? Webby struggled a bit. He gave up a run. But, again, folks, doing everything we got to do to come away with a win. A one-run win always feels good. You know what else feels good? Your boy about to hit 1,400 subs. All right, let's look at tomorrow's matchup. The final game of the series. Sunday Night Baseball is on tap. That's right. We're going to be the only game in town tomorrow night. Where is that thing that shows me the rest of the series? All right, you're going to make me do it the long way? I'll do it the long way. I don't mind. I'll do it the long way. I got this. All right, here we go. 7 o'clock on the nose. Eastern first pitch. Wait a minute. Is Sunday Night Baseball now at 7 p.m.? Wasn't it always at 8 o'clock? Why do they move everything up? I guess all the billionaires who make all the decisions decided that nobody watches baseball after 10 o'clock at night. So, yes, 7 p.m. first pitch on a Sunday night. Last few years, yeah, again, coinciding with all these other changes to make games end earlier. Hey, the man coming in with a super chat. Thank you, sir. A Grand Slam latte. I will be sipping on it here in about 10 minutes. Thank you so much. So, yeah, your pitching matchup tomorrow. Cole Irvin against Andrew Heaney. And, folks, Heaney ain't been all that good. How about a 2-9 record for Heaney? Let's give him loss number 10 tomorrow. Although Heaney's been a bit of a tough luck pitcher. If you look at it, the whip is the same as Irvin. The ERA a little bit higher, but they've pitched virtually the same amount of innings. He's given up 6 less hits, but 7 more walks. He's struck out way more batters. These two are more evenly matched than their records would indicate. But we're going for a sweep tomorrow, so I'm backing Cole Irvin. I don't know about you. All right, let me do one more thing. Is anybody broadcasting now that I can send you to? It looks like there's only 3 games that are on. And, yeah, I don't think I can send you anywhere. Is Rhino doing anything? Let me just do a blind check here to see if any of my colleagues are doing something right now, and I'll send you over. Nothing is live. Okay, folks. All right. Well, hey, I'm hungry, and I need more coffee, so all's well that ends well. Hey, how do I get out of here? I want out of here now, please. Can you let me out of here now? Okay, there we go. I just had to do that. Okay. All right, let me just go through Charm City chat here and say my thanks to as many people as I can, and then I'll be on my way. I hope you guys enjoyed the call tonight. I did. It was frustrating. It was tense, but we got the result. Nicholas, Janet is once again just crushing it with the mod duties here in Charm City chat. Thanks so much to you, Janet, Baxter, Cujo, Country, Gerald, the man. Once again, thank you for the super chat. Pure, thanks for hanging out for most of the night. Rand P. I think I've said some of these names already. Is that Dash? Robert, Shane, Melanie, how you doing, hon? Rising Rhino was here. Oh, I missed you, Rhino. I'm sorry about that. Shantae, Chilo, Tony, Frank W., Fat Boy, Julian, Midnight 410, GP3, Judy, Pro Picks. I think I've said all these names already. Kurt Blake. Who else? Trust me, folks, I'm not going all the way through. This thing ends after about, I don't know, a half hour's worth of chatting. Seba, do you bet? Me? No. I only bet on my channel to do well. How about that? What else? I think that's most of you guys. Most of the regulars have gotten a shout out. Justin Cross, how you doing? Thank you, Justin, for coming in tonight. Isaac Angel, there you are. I haven't missed you, buddy. Shane, Animan, there you are. All right, I think that about does it. I'm running out of room up here. Mr. Hyde, Bartman, Lauren Dixon. Thank you, Lauren. All right, folks. I think that about does her. We have had one hell of a night. Land Shark popping in with a final hello. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed the ball game. Sorry for all the sun glare. I forgot to throw a blanket over it. But come on back for the conclusion of this 4-game series, Sunday Night Baseball. No excuses. I don't know what sort of Sunday night programming you're typically watching, but last I checked, Game of Thrones ended like 8 years ago or something. So I don't want any excuses. Get your butts on back here tomorrow night and hang on out with BW. Again, I'll be on the air at 6:50 p.m. in time for that 7 o'clock first pitch. Although I really don't believe that first pitch is right at 7 because the ESPN game That's when the ESPN's going to start. I don't believe the start time, but I'm going to play it safe and be on 10 minutes beforehand. 6:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Come on back, folks. Thank you for all the thank yous, and I'm looking forward to everybody returning tomorrow. Until then, folks, have a great rest of your Saturday night. It's still early yet, 10:20. Go out and get into a little bit of trouble. Just make sure, get into a lot of trouble. You can sleep in tomorrow. Have your hangover. Plenty of time to recover until the next ball game. All right? Until then, this has been the Birdwatcher, folks, and I'll chirp at you later. Thank you so much, and have a good night.